Well, hello there. This is Brian with At the Bar Podcast. Just before we get started on this episode, I'd like to take this time to thank you very much for listening. We truly appreciate it. Hey, we'd also like to hear from you. So, you have an idea for the podcast or would like to be a guest on the podcast? Well, send us an email to live@thebar@gmail.com. Once again, that's live@thebar@gmail.com. So just tell us what you think. And thanks again for listening. Have a great day. Oh, whoa, that was quick.
All right.
What the hell just happened?
You screwed things up when we jumped.
No, I did not.
It's like a time machine, Brian. 23.
Oh, son of a bitch. You know what? I'm getting pissed. I'm getting tired of this. I seriously am. I'm not kidding.
You're tired of failure?
I guess I am tired of failure.
Wow.
God dang, man, dude, I set this up and everything was going just fine.
Well, it's Friday night. What do you expect?
Well, it's Friday the 13th, right?
Friday the 13th. We're here.
Yeah, we're here. Hey, Jason's not here tonight. He had some family issues going on. We send all our prayers out to him. No jokes or bullshit.
Yeah.
It is something truly going on in his life, and we love him, and we wish him the best with him and his family.
Yeah.
So you got me tonight.
So we had to deal with Tay-Tay.
Yep. Taylor's stepping in, and he's on the other side of the table tonight because I'm back this week.
Yeah, you're back. There you are.
Yeah. Oh, I just want you know, people were sending me messages all last week asking me if I was doing okay.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, because you put on some Facebook or some stream that I was out for a medical procedure, and so I've got personal friends going, Bob, everything all right? Because whenever you hear something like, hey, you had to go down to Dallas for something. I mean, whenever you got to leave the state for a medical procedure, usually that's pretty serious.
Yeah,
and so I've got people calling and asking what's going on, and sending me screenshots of that. I'm like, Thanks for that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, how was it?
Fine.
Did you pull through?
I pulled through just fine.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he had a ringworm on his dick.
Yeah, that's the story.
Yeah, that's
I called in last week.
To it.
Told you, the treatment was great. It didn't get any length, but it was bigger around in a can of corn.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's always good. Cool. Hey, I see someone's in chat. Who is that over there? Taylor, who do we got? What is that? What is that? Starkweather? I can't say the first name. I'm just going to be honest with you.
You got it. Zachariah.
Zachariah Starkweather. Okay, got
spelled
it.
Funky.
All righty. Oh, shit. Okay, but anyways, so Taylor's hanging out with us tonight, and he was here with us last week, and he will be hopefully a common guest with us. We enjoy having him here. Bob, what is on the agenda for today?
Well, I had a busy couple of weeks since I saw you guys. Went down to Dallas last weekend, saw the Van Gogh exhibit that they've got down there. It's an immersive Van Gogh experience, and I don't know if I've got any footage of it, but whenever you...
Were you ready? I'm screwing up. Did you screw up?
No, never.
Why does it look like a camera just freaked out on us?
Probably because it did.
Oh, wait a minute.
What'd you do, Brian?
I don't know.
Oh, you touched the camera.
I touched the camera.
It's Friday the 13th, and you're
touched
messing with
it and it
stuff?
broke.
No shit. Okay, anyway, so you're going to... did you end up making it to that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, here, let's pull that up there. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's
the Van Gogh.
And the interesting thing is, this production is so popular. It had like 2 million visitors over in France, and they decided to carry it over to the U.S., and they've got it going on in several different locations. And it's kind of one of those things that they can do it simultaneously, because what they do is they basically take over a building, and everything inside the building becomes part of the exhibit. So in this particular venue, they had 3 different rooms set up, and they've got wall-to-wall projection screens of all of Van Gogh's works. They've got it synchronized to music. And I just found out the other night, if you go to Spotify and look up an immersive Van Gogh on Spotify, you will get the playlist that is synchronized to the actual art show that's going on.
Oh, that's neat.
It's a pretty cool playlist just to listen to at night or whatever.
So was it as neat as you thought it was going to be?
It really was.
It was just from the ad there, it looked pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah, and I can scroll down a little bit and show you a little. Well, I thought I could.
They don't have a little. Yeah, I think that was it at the top.
It's time to go.
It's time to go.
Well, that's the end of that.
Wow.
Now, is it still going on?
Yes, and I think it's going to be going on through the end of the year. And I heard a conversation between a couple of people while I was there, and apparently they have actually leased this building for like a 10-year stint. And what they're going to be doing is they're going to be creating other productions based upon other artists, and they're going to have immersive experiences with those as well. Now, Van Gogh is probably one of my favorite individual artists, but from a period standpoint, the Baroque period was one of my favorites, and it's probably because it's just a bunch of naked gals running around scantily clad, and they're.
What did I tell you earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is the horniest man alive.
I am not.
Yes, you are, Bob.
No, I'm just.
Are you striving to be?
No.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't get into cars, guns, or things like that.
I never have either, though.
But you show me a nice pair of boobs, I'm there.
I'm amazed you didn't become like a boob enlargement doctor. What do they call those people? What are they called?
Rich.
Well, they're rich. That is true. They are rich. But you could actually see a different set of boobs every day, several different sets.
Yeah, and then but there's a difference between actually. I'm more of a connoisseur.
Okay.
It's like I'm not an artist. I couldn't paint a curved line with a paintbrush, but I can appreciate what Van Gogh was able to do.
Okay.
And I can appreciate the shit out of what some plastic surgeons can do with a pair of boobs, but that's
true.
That's not my thing. I would be more apt to own the strip club and sending referrals to the doctors instead of being the one to actually,
because you're too busy being at the strip club.
Well, make the world you want to live in.
right.
Yes. Oh, see, Bob would have like Van Gogh all on the walls in a strip club with strippers all around,
Yeah.
and a big thing of popcorn,
Yeah.
and 2 little puppies.
And maybe the smoker running out back for some snacks in between.
Dude, that would actually be a pretty damn good bar to go to. That'd be fun to hang out at. Actually.
Maybe, Monday Night Football,
Oh, yeah.
some Van Gogh.
Dude, that place would be packed, is what it would be. Yes, that would be packed. Yeah,
And
I agree.
just a little trashy, just a smidge.
Well, you always got to be a little bit on the trashy
I
side.
don't want the classy strip club that, everybody going in there knows that they're going to drop 3 bills before they get out the door. I want the place that's on a little bit trashy side so you might or might not get a twisties on the way out.
But still keep just enough class to keep that reputation.
Right.
Yes,
I mean, there's one thing for, needing braces versus needing a full set of dentures.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Taylor, would you go there and hang out?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you'd be a regular, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. I'd live there.
You'd live there. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
That'd be great.
velvet couches.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just a lounge. See, I always appreciated back in the day, I always appreciated a strip club, not just because it was a strip club, but because I didn't care for dancing. And if I could just sit there at a place and enjoy drinking a pitcher of beer, hang out, and they always play the best music at strip clubs. So,
Yeah, they usually play some pretty cool stuff,
Yeah.
strip clubs, yeah.
and there's that one girl that's always playing the same song every single
Because she knows
week.
that's the song that gets her the money.
And it pisses the DJ off.
Oh, yeah, because he gets tired of playing it.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
When's the last time you was at a strip club?
it's been a few years.
Been a while?
I need to go.
The last one I went to was on your brother's when he was getting married. That was, 2006? Was that when that was, over the Red Dog?
Yeah, well, I know where it was. I don't remember the year.
Yeah, I think it was 2006. And now they made a documentary on that. You know that?
And I heard it sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't that really that
But
good.
they still make a hell of a cheeseburger.
They did have a good cheeseburger. Have you ever been to a strip club, Taylor?
I've never been to
Never been to one,
Well,
huh?
I need to take you because I took my mom to her first strip club. I took the gal that was, going to be my wife to her first strip club.
I have some questions.
That actually,
You have some
that
questions.
actually was the same
What are your
night.
questions?
And it happens to be the last time Brian was at a strip club.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, my brother and his fiance were having a his and hers bachelor/bachelorette party, and they decided to do it at the Red Dog. So I rented out the top floor, and they were doing it right around St. Patty's Day. So I ordered a keg of green beer because that's kind of obligatory for St. Patty's Day, especially back in that time. Yeah. So we had the entire top floor rented out, and for whatever reason, my brother's fiance invited my mother.
Did your mom go?
Yes.
I don't remember that because I think I would have felt awkward.
No. The reason you don't know that is because we lost her.
How do you lose your mom in a strip club?
Did she blend in?
His mom was very beautiful.
Okay, so here's the thing. We get there. I'm on like date number 2 with a gal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, if you don't have any plans Saturday night, there's this bachelorette party thing going on that I'm putting together for my brother and his fiance. There's going to be a toy party at my house before we all go to the strip club.
Yeah, you know, like Legos and Hot Wheels.
No, we're talking about...
Oh, we're talking about something different. Okay.
We're talking
Mega
about...
blocks.
Yes, yeah.
Flashlights.
Flashlights. Yeah, you know what a flashlight
blow-up
is?
dolls.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I've been on the internet longer than 2 seconds.
Okay.
I know what a flashlight is.
All right. Well, okay, so here's what the plan was. The plan was all of us guys were heading over to the bar to have some drinks while the girls were having a toy party. And the reason that they were doing this is because one of the gals we used to hang out with at the time, she was in the toy party sales, and as a wedding gift to the bride and groom, she was going to have a toy party, and then all the proceeds from that evening's sales were going to go towards the bride and groom for a wedding gift.
Oh.
And so that was the way it was planned.
Mm-hmm.
Things did not work out as planned. Everything was running late, so we just all hung out at the house while they were doing all this toy party thing. And it was a bunch of us guys, bunch of gals, my mother.
Mom always get invited to everything.
The boys. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my boys.
Okay, so
Look at that dildo.
my mother had an interesting
Your
life.
mom sounds cool.
Oh, dude, you would have
Okay.
loved her. You would have
Yeah.
All right,
loved her.
here's the thing, though. I'm 40 years old, going to events. I haven't lived at home in decades, and my mom's there. Not because she knew anything about this from me, but was because my friends would be giving her own invitation.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure that there are some people in this world that think that I couldn't have ever went any place without my mother. Because I show up at a party and there she is, and I'll show up at a party and 30 minutes later she comes in the door. It's like, hey, Mom. So there was nothing. There was no event in my life that it would have surprised me to see Mom come in, and it would be not anything to do with me. It would be other people would invite her.
Oh yeah, dude. I honestly, Bob and his brother hadn't lived at home in a long time, and she still had tons of company from us, and other people would come by and see her.
I would go and visit my mom, and she would tell me all of the people that I used to go to school with, and my friends that would come by, and she would inform me what they were doing in their lives, because. And they had,
you met them.
No, they stopped by the house to visit.
Yeah, they always come by and see her and have a drink. You want a drink? Yeah,
have a drink. Have a cup of coffee.
Rum
have a
and
meal.
Coke.
You couldn't go in Mom's front door without her offering you coffee, booze, or food, or all of the above. And you might have 15 minutes to hang out. You might have 3 hours to hang out, but you were hanging out and
Yeah.
either drinking with
cool
Mom.
Yeah, dude. At one point, I lived with her for a little while during life stuff. Jason had lived with her for a little while. Our friend from Canada had lived with her for a little while. We were all like her sons.
I, of course, lived with her for
Yeah.
quite a while.
Yeah, quite a
The
while.
most
Yeah.
reigning camp.
Then, but it was very interesting because, like I said, I'm 40 years old trying to explain to people, hey, I didn't invite her. She got her own invite. It was
she
great.
was always that way. Yeah, definitely.
But the thing was, my brother's fiance invited Mom to the bachelor/bachelorette party. And everything was going on at my house with all the toy party and everything. I guarantee you I could have lived my entire life without my mother handing me a pocket pussy.
Hey, Bob, try this.
Well, everybody was passing around things, and I happened to be, at that point in the evening, I was standing right next to Mom, and Mom's looking at this thing and then handing it my way. I'm like, oh, thanks, Mom.
Cool.
So,
yeah, I don't think I would have known what to do either with your mom. just
Stop
hand
it,
you-
Mom. You're embarrassing me. Oh.
I'd already bypassed that point in life. There wasn't any embarrassment left. So we all load up and we head to the strip club. And I walk in the door and I've got to talk to the manager because he's the one that's getting us the keg. He's the one that's got us set up upstairs, the whole 9 yards. So, like I said, I'm with a new girl. It's only our second date. I get her situated. I was like, stay here. I got to go take care of some business. Go talk to the manager, get that all lined up. I get back over to her. I was like, have you seen Mom? She's like, no. I knew Mom was there because she was right behind us going in the door. I'm looking for my mother in the strip club. She's on pervert row. front
Here
row.
you go, girl. Here's you $1.
Front row, stage side, stack of ones in front of her. She is there, living life, eating it up.
Yeah,
That's a good soul.
yeah. She loved everybody. She didn't care what they did and what they were doing. She enjoyed them.
So there we are. And so I finally get everybody
Hey,
wrangled.
Janie, how you doing?
Get everybody wrangled. And it was a pretty good evening. One of our guy friends got kind of chastised by management because he tried getting up on stage and dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Who did? I'm sorry, I had a text message. What happened?
Well, he had a friend that climbed up on stage and was dancing, and the management kind of chastised him for that.
Who was that again?
That would have been Zach.
Zach.
So,
I don't remember who's that. Which Zach?
photographer.
Oh, is that Zach did?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have never guessed him to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know where I was at. You're a work girl. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, I'm glad you joined us. And what's that name up there? Can anybody pronounce that for me? Zacharian Starkweather?
Zachariah.
Is that Zachariah?
Just Zachariah Starkweather.
Yeah, I done great in school, by the way, folks. So just letting you know.
What?
Just joking. It's obvious I couldn't pronounce it.
Okay. I thought I missed something.
Yeah. Hey, we are here to live tonight, Friday night, and we are on D-Live, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We got Bob, we got Taylor, we got Brian. Here in a little bit, we're going to post the phone number up. Some people want to make some phone calls.
Why not post it now? Because nobody's calling in regardless.
Well, we had a lot of phone calls last week, didn't we? We had a Chinese restaurant call us, wanted to bring us some food. We had a girl. If you would have been here, you could have had a girl come over. Was looking for a
hookup?
Hookup COVID buddy. And then
I think I was actually listening on the highway whenever that was going on.
yeah, and then we had the
And
gay
I'm
cowboy.
Yep.
I'm kind of glad I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, she was looking for some love.
So, okay, so
There we go. We'll bring that up there.
I got to ask you guys a question.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Have you guys heard of the vitamin C showers that are going around? It's some kind of filter that you put in your shower that is supposed to like cover you in vitamin C.
Why do you want to?
I've never heard that.
sticky?
But no.
Bathing in orange juice.
Well, it's not orange juice. It's just vitamin C extract
It's
or whatever.
just vitamin C.
Yeah, I need to bring this up, but they're making filters that you put in line in your shower. And I don't know what the purpose is.
To fool people and make money, it sounds like.
Now, what is it again?
It's a vitamin C shower.
See if you can get a full picture on it here. A vitamin C full shower. Let's see here.
It sounds like an innuendo.
That looks, and then, man, I don't know, man. People keep coming up with different shit. I don't know if I buy that or not.
But it's supposed to be like a hard water softener, a chlorine filter, a fluoride filter. It says all this stupid shit about revitalizing your body and and all that, and
Does it give you a couple more inches?
No, it's got the whole Bronco peel. Wait, there's more. So it comes with a 60.
Wait, there's more.
Yeah, it comes with a 60-inch shower hose. Big deal. It's 5 feet of shower hose. I mean,
I like how they say that's 60 inches.
Yeah,
A whole 60
I mean,
inches.
and in my shower, if I've got it hooked up right, that thing ain't even going to hit the ground. So
That is funny.
But still, I'm trying to figure out: is there anything based in science or any kind of medical anything?
Just
It does
redefining.
not sound like it.
Just redefining golden shower. Okay, Taco King.
Let's bring up the chat while we're here. So we'll go ahead and get that going. All right, folks, we got chat up live. You will be live on here with us. Behave yourselves. I'm just joking. You
Don't
can do
behave
whatever you
yourself,
want. Yeah,
please.
Just be
I
yourself.
don't wanna-
I don't really care.
I don't want a boring evening.
Yeah, no doubt. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. A shower that does vitamin C, but you're saying it's the way they're talking about it's more like it's like a purifier.
Well, it says it dramatically improves your hair, skin, nail condition, as well as helps with hair loss and skin dryness.
Ooh, you get a
so
soft
does
weenie.
Regular showers.
Does it give you a reach around too? I mean, why did they just put that in there?
Does it come with twisties?
I don't know. But it's made of ABS plastic 1 and 3 parts scented filter cartridge with tourmaline stone and zeolite mineral stones.
Now I understand they're talking about how it's supposed to help out with your skin and all that. Now, my thing is like where I live, that water's hard as hell. I've got white around my shower head because they overdo it. Now,
That's just because you're jerking off in the shower.
well, no, that's not it. That's too high. I can't shoot that high.
Oh, those days are over.
Yeah,
huh?
those days are over. I'm too old for that.
Dang.
Taylor, I bet you can still shoot that high, can't you?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah. That's why you come with your hair sticking up just a little
Yeah.
bit every morning.
Get the,
get the something about
Cameron
Mary
Diaz.
looks.
Save a ton of money on hair gel.
There you go. But here where you live at, now back in the early 90s, here was supposed to have the worst water in Oklahoma. Is that still the case?
I don't think it can be because, I've lived here for almost 15 years. And,
Did you ever have the water tested?
I have not.
Oh, okay. You might want to do that.
But I haven't burned up a hot water tank.
Well, that's a good.
I don't
sign,
have
too.
any buildup in any of my pipes or anything like that. And I
I
don't
bet you don't have
notice-
no buildup in your pipes.
I try not to keep any buildup in my pipes.
That's such a lame joke.
You have too much power.
Yeah, he really does. We need to-
Charcoal filter shower heads, yes. They have those, yes. I've bought those before. Those work decent.
Now, what is that?
It's a shower head, and you open it up, and it's got a little cylinder that sticks in it,
Right.
and it's got charcoal, and the water flows through it. And it's supposed to help clean up the water before it hits you.
Yeah, but Janie, we're talking about the vitamin C shower heads. And they seem to be even more bizarre than that. I understand a charcoal filter because, I get that out of my refrigerator for drinking water.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I drink the water out of my refrigerator, but I will not drink it out of the faucet. No freaking way.
Yeah. I've been that way for years.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm still reading on this thing, but it's supposed to help everything. I mean, it's supposed to get your relationship back. It's supposed to get your dog back.
Does it come with a country record?
It comes it's like playing a country music song backwards.
Yeah,
you
no
get
shit.
everything that's wrong
Everything
with
gets
you.
better,
Like,
yeah.
It's
Wow.
back. Yeah.
No shit.
High pressure shower head, ideal for low water pressure home.
Well, the shit they come up with these days.
And
Everything's a fucking gimmick.
But it says the mineral ceramic beads need to be replaced every 4 months, and the aroma filter cartridge needs to be replaced every month.
Bitches!
Yeah.
So they basically created a never-ending cycle of product replenishment at that point.
It's amazing if you really think about it. All the gimmicks you see. Lots of times you see a lot of the as seen on TV. How many times have you seen the new Slicer and Dicer version? 15 by now.
But Ron Popeil died a couple of weeks ago.
Who?
Ron Popeil.
Okay, who it is? Who is it? I
Come
don't.
on.
Do you know who it is?
Slap chop?
But I don't think Ron Popeil was the slap chop guy. That was Vince.
Oh,
Remember Vince who got the shit beat out of him whenever he went to jail?
no, I didn't hear about that.
I don't know anything about that. You know what? They make fun of me a lot on here because I don't know names. I'm terrible with names. Show me a face, I'll tell you who it is.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you that I know who it is, and I could probably tell you something about them, but I'm terrible with names.
I'm not going to pretend like I know all of these guys' faces and names too, but if you stay up too late, you're going to see these infomercials.
Yeah, that's true.
Vince Schlamy. Doesn't that sound like just a horrible salesman?
That's a great
Vince
username,
Salami.
Yeah.
That sounds like a porn name.
though. Mhm.
Yeah, here's old Vince
And
Salami.
he used to be the Sham Wow guy.
the original
okay.
ShamWow
Yeah.
guy, not the new one, right?
Yeah, and he was
Younger
otherwise
kid?
known as the slap chop guy.
Slap chop guy. Okay. Can you pull up a picture of him? Let me see
Let's
see if I can see him.
There we go.
Oh yeah, he died, didn't he?
Um.
I think he died of OD. Oh, he's arrested at least.
Okay. ShamWow pitchman Vince Schlamy was arrested on felony battery charges in Miami last month following a violent encounter with a hooker.
Dang, when was this?
That was in 2009.
wow. Oh, hey, it's got an update of 2017 up there. So what else happened? I wonder.
Where do you see that?
The very top said updated December of 2017.
Oh, updated.
So something
December 6th.
happened. Maybe he got a ShamWow in prison. I don't know. That wasn't funny. I thought it was. I'm gonna do it anyways.
Okay, I think here's the. He paid a gal $1,000 in cash.
Ooh, that's a heck of a
Oh.
hooker.
In 2009, that would have been even more. That's like.
Is that high class?
She better have been. She better. Twisty's better been her starting point. Okay.
That wasn't no dussy.
Schlamy said that when he kissed her, she suddenly bit his tongue and would not let go. So he started punching her several times until she released him.
Oh, she did that to him?
Well, no, apparently she bit his tongue.
Yeah. Oh, and then
and he started just beating the hell out of her.
Man,
to get her
I guarantee you they were all coked out or something. I wouldn't put
the
it past
affidavit notes that during the 4 a.m. fight, Harris sustained facial fractures and lacerations all over her face. After freeing his tongue, a bleeding Shlami ran to the hotel lobby where security summoned cops.
What kind of name is that? That's
Harris
just weird.
refused to cooperate with officers who recovered $930 from her purse. So where did the $70 go
for the coke?
Between the time that she
I told you they got coke.
but $70?
I don't know. Well, I don't know what cheap street heroin. No, heroin that would have been passed out on the bed. It had to been. No, it had been either heroin. It was either coke or crack.
But okay, he gives her $1,000.
Bath salts? No, that wasn't around then, was it?
2009.
Bath salts were around.
All right,
I think so.
seriously, he gives her $1,000, and by the time the police arrive, she's only got $930.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some drugs were bought, and that's why he had a bite in his tongue. Wow, what a story. Yeah, I remember I heard he had went to jail, but actually I thought he had died also. Maybe I'm
Okay.
thinking of the other guy.
Okay,
that
you're
done
talking.
the,
You're not talking about the ShamWow guy. You're talking about the
OxyClean guy.
No.
He's
Well,
dead.
he died too, but he died because of he got hit on the head by a suitcase that came out of the top rack of a luggage bin in an airplane.
Is that really how he died?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
But
I didn't know
took
that.
it took like 3 days for the blood clotting or something to really mess up everything.
okay.
And
So
Can you imagine that, making all that money in your life? You're being good, behaving.
Right.
This some bitch orders hookers and coke,
Right.
and you're
But
just
he-
on an airplane
and he
and you get
lives.
out. Yeah, and he
Yeah.
lives, and you get to die.
okay, Don Lepre is the guy you're thinking of that died in a jail cell.
Don Lepre.
He was the one that was like, all you've got to do is put these little tiny classified ads in every newspaper in the country advertising your product, and money will flow in like you've never seen.
Oh yeah.
And he ended up in jail, I think, for some kind of fraud charges. I tried to bring him up. So.
I actually had a friend, not a friend, a family member that actually signed up for one of those to see what it was like.
Yep.
You know, one of those ads, hey, send us this money and we'll show you how to make money. And they sent them back a piece of paper to show exactly what they just did.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so technically, I guess maybe it's not against the law, maybe.
They're not lying.
No, because I mean, it works. I mean, it's true.
There was one guy that kind of got in trouble because he was advertising a some type of a image of a former president, blah 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 blah, and had a whole paragraph describing how this image of a former president would, greatly impact the decor of your environment, and basically it was a shiny penny. So,
Oh, wow. That's funny.
yeah.
Well, I guess that's what happens.
All right, so
Did you find anything on it?
Don Lepre died on October 2nd, 2011, while in jail awaiting his trial, which was scheduled to begin on October 4th. The autopsy report stated he died of massive blood loss after cutting his throat with a razor blade and had wrapped himself in sheets to conceal the massive blood loss from anyone who might try to save him.
Oh, so he committed suicide then. Okay. I thought he was like,
You committed
No.
suicide by cutting your own throat.
Right.
He was killed.
I don't know. You
No.
could possibly slice your own throat.
No, it
That's
was
the way you want to go?
it came out.
I don't think I'd want to go that way now.
Well, they say it's pretty painless once you get through the cutting.
It's just that first part.
the first
It's
part.
just the first part that's
Right.
bad.
Well, people slice their wrists and stuff, but
Ew. Well, yeah, but that's all the way across your neck.
well, okay. So
That's terrible.
okay, that brings me to another grisly subject. There's a movie out right now called 645.
All right.
Okay.
All right, and I don't want to give anything away to anybody that might want to see this movie because I don't really give a damn because I think it sucks.
If you were going to watch this movie, get ready for a spoiler.
Spoiler warning.
Oh, okay. No spoiler.
Oh, damn, went through all that.
There's
for nothing.
y'all remember the movie Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of
So
course.
basically, they live through the same day over and over again.
Yeah.
This is the same type of film, but it's a horror flick.
Yeah.
So they keep repeating the same day over and over again and keep dying.
Really?
Oh, is it the lady's birthday and she keeps on getting
No,
killed?
I don't
It's
think.
another movie with Sam Prince.
I guess so.
Wow. Okay.
But, the reason they call it 6:45 is because no matter what happens, at the end of the day, they wake up at 6:45 a.m. and have to repeat the entire day over again. Okay, here's the thing, though.
Oh, is this the action movie where he wakes up from a one night stand, 6:45? You got 7 people hunting him down. No. Dang, there's a lot of movies.
No.
With this concept.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. So that's who's in it, right?
No.
I'm just messing with you.
In fact, I had to look up the people that were in this movie, and as of the other day, whenever I actually saw it, there's still no Wikipedia entry for the movie because this movie was so weird that I had to see it twice to figure out why I didn't get it the first time, and I watched it the second time and couldn't get it either, because there's this entire twist thing that happens at the end that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
Okay. But, I don't need an artistic representation of an ending of a movie. I need to know how the damn thing ends. If you're going to have some supernatural or something odd that defies logic or the laws of physics or
set up for a second movie
or the space-time continuum, something, explain to me how your representation of it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't just say, they're going along and all of a sudden everything gets back to normal and that's it. Explain to me what happened.
Well, yeah, I understand that. Yeah,
that doesn't feel good. Just,
they don't know how to end a movie anymore.
Well, you know how Groundhog Day, the original, it ended after he became a different person. Mm-hmm. Instead of him being the selfish, everything about him, he evolved into the person that was taking care of everybody else.
Yes.
And once he, so there was some kind of redemption in that whole process that, by the time that the universe let him go forward with his life, he was a better person for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this character development.
Yeah. Okay. So in this particular movie, that did not exist.
That didn't exist at all.
No.
It was, see, everybody's trying. I mean, honestly, I think a lot of people just try to be too damn artsy.
Okay. Well, y'all remember the movie Sixth Sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. They at least explained at the end, and you were like, oh, it all makes sense now.
I got a story about that movie. Go ahead.
Okay. I want a movie that makes sense. I want to get to the end of the movie, and I want to know that everything that happened throughout the movie made sense.
Yeah.
Now, I saw another movie that was another horror type flick called Don't Breathe 2, which is a sequel to Don't Breathe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shocker.
It's amazing. Who
But
thought that?
But that was a great movie. I enjoyed it because it had a plot. It went from beginning to end. There wasn't any ambiguity throughout the film. You didn't have to interpret anything, and I just enjoyed it.
Well, that Sixth Sense. One thing that I remember watching that movie, and
I see dead people.
Yeah, I figured out the ending of that before. But not, a lot of people can figure movies out. But what got me was, okay, if I remember right, okay, towards the end they're explaining everything. Bruce Willis had gotten stabbed in the stomach right there on that one side, and he had, I forgot, did he die in that movie, or did he make it? I think he died.
Wasn't he already dead? That's why he...
Okay, yeah, but here... Okay, yeah. I think that's the whole part of it. But, yeah. But anyways... duh! Anyways, what got me is there was a scene where he's coming out of a building and he goes walking along and he grabs his side. And I go... He got stabbed and he's already dead. And then the rest of the movie went on, and then it comes up that he was stabbed and he was dead. I said that when I was watching the movie. It was like probably about half an hour to 45 minutes into it. I don't remember the scene, but I just remember what it was going on.
Yeah.
And I went back and watched that again. It never looked like he grabbed his side that he was stabbed and he was already dead. So I don't know what my eyes done at that point when I was watching that, but I swore that I saw him grab his side at some point. All he was doing was walking, and his arm just had to come up near his side, and I immediately thought, he's already dead. That's what's going on in this movie.
You based the ending of the movie on a false premise that you had in the middle of the movie.
That happened.
Exactly. Yes, it was a false premise, but it ended up being the correct answer for the end of the movie.
Okay, but that's like a blind pig finding an acorn.
Is that like an old saying or something?
It is.
I don't think have you ever heard that one?
Never.
You ever heard my dogs are barking?
Yes.
Okay, you've heard that one. The wife never heard that one. She's always telling me the dogs are not barking.
Okay, so I was at the theater a couple of times in the last few weeks. What is wrong with people these days? Why are the savages
That's a dumb question because no one knows. I'm just joking, but it is. Everybody's an idiot.
Okay. at no other place are you allowed to just trash your seating area and leave.
Oh yeah.
So
People will fuck it up.
I mean, we're talking, upside down popcorn buckets with, half a cup of little bits and pieces and unpopped kernels just everywhere, all over the seat.
Lotion, jizz rags. There's just always all kinds of shit.
I don't know what theater you're hanging out at, but that's not going on where I
am.
Well,
years ago, me and my buddy Pee Wee, we went to one, and then that's where it ended up.
He's a good man.
The Redskin Theater's been gone a long, long time, right?
He's still got keys.
Yeah. So, but I get up and I look and I'm like, I'm carrying out everything that I brought in. If I've got a drink cup,
like
if
a
I've got
decent human,
I always try to do that. Yes.
What do you mean? You always try?
Well, I mean, if my kid leaves something and I didn't get it, but I usually pick everything. Me and the wife's always good about grabbing our shit. Actually, I felt bad tonight after eating dinner, leaving my little part of the table dirty, because I usually will wipe everything down. I will clean my table and set it all in the center. I do that every single time we eat.
Okay.
I felt kind of bad I didn't do that this time. I don't know what happened to me.
Well, a table, that's going to get dirty.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like leaving a mess.
Seat shouldn't have
No, it shouldn't, because the next person's coming in is going to sit down. And
okay, we know that they clean the theaters between every showing.
Yeah, I know.
They run in there like a swarm of locusts with trash cans and sweepers and all that kind of stuff. But that doesn't just give you carte blanche to just leave your shit.
Yeah, I know. I mean, all that lotion, it's just crazy.
You got to.
What is it with this lotion?
I'm messing with you guys.
Okay, just because you had a job as a jizz mopper back in the day does not mean that the rest of us are into that lifestyle.
It's called a jizz lobber.
You forced us all to take our pants off for this particular show.
Hey, that's how I roll. It's called jizz lobber. It's sad that I know that, but you know why I know that's what it's called when you clean out the porn booths?
Because you were there.
Faith No More, the band, had a song called Jizz Lobber. So.
Wow. That's a crappy job.
Yeah, you can imagine that. All right, here we go. Bob just walked out. Holy shit, it's everywhere.
And you get those emails, or at least I used to.
It looks like a rope. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like increase your load 5 times.
Who wants to do that?
Who wants that? Nobody.
Who feels self-conscious about their load?
I don't know. I mean, do they go, oh, that was wimpy. That didn't look right. I need something like monstrous. That's what she wants. No one cares.
No,
now there might be some girls out there that care, but I never met anyone like that.
Well, okay, if they're not happy with the size of your load, blame them. Seriously.
It's your fault that my load was minimal.
Apparently, you just did the minimum. Work it, girl.
I couldn't blame it on the girl. But I really wouldn't care. I wouldn't think, oh, that's puny.
Well, okay, I would definitely blame it on her if she had a problem with it.
Oh, yeah. I get that.
Yeah, I'm not going to just say what happened. That's not going to be my thing. But if she's complaining about that wasn't very much, it's like, well, you should have worked harder.
Yeah, the way you just said that, I can see Al Bundy talking to Peg. Well, you should have worked harder.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Did you ever watch Married with Children?
Like one episode.
Yeah. I got a feeling, Bob, over the next hour and a half, I'm just going to randomly hit with Taylor with history just to see if he's watched any of it. Yeah. Just so y'all know, Taylor is actually a very smart man, but when it comes to stuff like back in the day or certain bands and music,
back in our day,
but he doesn't know a thing, not even a hint about it. But ask him about a certain bat in another world, he'll probably have an answer for you.
Yeah, we were already grown by the time Taylor came along.
Yeah, you wouldn't have twinkle in your daddy's eye yet.
I've heard that saying a lot. Yeah. Twinkle on your daddy's eye.
You ever look your dad and see that twinkle?
To learn more phrases like that.
Oh, he got a shitload from Jason last weekend. He was on the way home and he's like, dude, he goes, I've learned so many different new words from your friend Jason.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know these words existed.
Okay,
I can't wait to use them.
Here's the funny thing. I'm still learning new things from Jason.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, everybody learns. One thing about being around Jason that you'll realize, it's amazing. Seriously, you could talk about a rare rock that comes from a volcano somewhere in the other part of the country, and it is only set on by this certain frog in certain temperature, and Jason will tell you everything about it.
Yeah, he can tell you the life expectancy of the frog sitting on it and why the frog sits on it, and
how the frog got the rock there,
right.
and how you just look at him, and now every once in a while he'll look at you and goes, "I'm shitting you." Because then but he's pretty convincing. But majority of the time, he knows so many different little facts. It's amazing.
Yeah, he soaks up knowledge like a sponge.
Oh, he does.
And for many years, he had a job where he was only required to work like 4 or 5 minutes an hour.
Yeah.
So he spent the rest of that time just learning things and
reading, internet, and that. Yeah.
There's something about just trying to find the end of the internet, and just the I don't know. I'll jump down a rabbit hole occasionally, and 4 hours will pass. I'm like, yeah, I'll never get that life back to do anything better with it.
Rabbit holes are dangerous. So you start out looking for a piece of candy, and then you wind up with a mannequin with a strap on installed with a chainsaw somehow, and you're like, you don't know how that got there.
Oh yeah.
Is that you?
It's not me.
Oh, I think it's Bob. You got a call?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Hey, speaking of phone calls, if you want to call in right now, 405-694-6268. Yeah.
Okay. So
that didn't go very well either, did it?
Give it time.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys about vending machines.
Okay.
Sure.
Chips, candy bars, that kind of stuff. How do you proceed whenever whatever you bought gets stuck? Are you shaking the shit out of the machine?
You're not supposed to.
Are you throwing good money after bad by trying to buy a second one and hoping that you'll get two?
I've done the hoping to get two, and I've done the shake the hell out of the machine.
Usually you finger the keyhole.
You said finger.
Hopefully you get either a key or a coin to come out, or the coin exchange. Someone left.
Yeah, but it turns the tumbler and the chips are moving forward, and all of a sudden they fall forward and they're leaning up against the glass.
Yeah.
Oh, that irritates me.
And they're not coming down.
I usually punch it a few times or shake the machine, and it'll usually fall down.
Like people have died from shaking a machine like that for a snack. And I don't want to be one of those statistics.
No, to me, my thing is, if you can shake a machine, you're big enough to keep that machine up. Who in the hell is shaking a machine that's dying from that?
Well, because they're top heavy,
right? And a lot of those machines, if they're not anchored to the wall correctly, they will actually fall forward on the person that's shaking them, and they end up just getting crushed by the machine because those machines weigh a lot more than people would think that they do.
Oh, really? I never thought they weighed that much.
They're thinking like, I'm a strong, strapping young man. I can stop this thing from falling on me.
They can't.
Yeah, and they can't.
It's way.
We need to test that theory. Next week, let's me and you go across the street and let's get that vending machine. I'm going to have you shake it around.
Okay.
I'll stand far away to make sure I don't get hurt. And I want to see the Euro.
I wouldn't want you getting hurt.
Okay, a lot of those machines, they actually weight down on purpose just to keep anybody from moving them.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you've got a lot of weight there, a lot of metal, a lot of glass.
It's pretty amazing how strong the glass is on those.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's usually like a plexi, I think, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Either that or a Lexan.
What's a Lexan? Is that a different kind of glass?
Well, it's a plastic that you're not going to be able to break.
Oh, okay. I learned something new. Lexan.
Yep.
So your best move is to get the item directly above it and hope that falls and knocks down.
So at that point in time, you're playing Plinko with your vending machine.
Oh, that is possible. That's very
trying
possible.
to get your snack.
Yeah.
Well, I remember this one particular machine in the building I used to work at many years ago. That it was an old machine whenever I was young. Mm-hmm. And if you did it right, you could get like 7 soft drinks out of the thing at the same time. So you put your 50 cents in the machine, and then you just place your fingers in a position so that you could press all of the buttons like at the same time. Now, the bad thing was if you wanted a particular drink, you weren't guaranteed that particular drink because it may drop 4 cans of things that weren't anything that you really wanted. But if you're looking for quantity over quality, that thing paid off damn near every single time.
Nice.
So I figured out that was one of the first buffer overflow events that I ever witnessed in my entire life.
That's pretty great.
I'll never forget years. I went to my dad's house, not my dad's house, my dad's job. they had this vending machine there, and I looked on the ground, and they had these little rivets that were cut out of these machines when they're put in the piping. They built air conditioners as big as trailer houses. You could actually walk inside these air conditioners for like the Army, the Navy, big buildings, all that. Well, the piping holes they'd cut through, they'd knock out the the metal, and it had to be an exact size of a quarter. Well, they had an old machine there, and I was going there and just dropping them, see if it taking them. Well, I got a Coke. I got another Coke. I got some candy. I got this, and all from these little things off the ground. Mm-hmm. But I was like, where'd you get all that? I didn't give you no money. I'm like, I found some stuff on the ground. He's like, oh, Jesus, really?
Hey,
sorry.
You got it.
Yeah, it worked.
Now, my favorite vending machine is the one in an art museum. I have no idea what it's called, but it has ceramic plates. So every time you put in a coin, out drops the plate, it shatters, you can't use it. So you just it's completely pointless.
That's funny.
Every single time.
Snoodle
so basically
chat?
you're paying just to watch a plate break?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a little battery operated box. It's called the useless box.
I love those too.
Okay, yeah. And you flip the switch, and then all of it does this little arm comes up and it turns the switch off. That's its entire purpose in life.
So let me get this right. Now, okay, you said this was a machine your dad had, or okay, say that. I'm sorry. I was.
That's what you said.
Okay, that's what I said. Okay, what did you say? I'm sorry. I was watching something over here.
Museum.
Okay.
So.
It was art. It was art.
It's an art piece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the breaking of the plates contributed to the art.
It's just pointless art.
Oh, that makes sense.
And that was the whole art museum.
Yeah.
And then that's one of the exhibits.
Well, okay, whenever I was down at Dallas last weekend at the Van Gogh thing, they had it less than a mile away from the Dallas Museum of Art. And right now the Dallas Museum of Art is free of charge. So if you go down for the Van Gogh exhibit, you can go less than a mile away and tour the entire Dallas Museum of Art for free. Now, interestingly enough, even though it's free, they still require you to go online and get a ticket. And I kind of think that that's to keep the homeless population out of the art museum, because if you don't have a smartphone to go order a ticket, you're not getting in.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is odd because I've seen a lot of homeless people with smartphones.
There's shitloads of them with them.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're not
just charge them
sophisticated enough to go onto the website and order a ticket.
That or they don't care.
But the Dallas Museum of Art is actually worth a visit, at least.
I've never been to an art museum. I told the wife that's where I want to go for my birthday. I want to go to an art museum. Wish them I'd just go to Oklahoma City's art museum, checking it out.
Okay, Oklahoma City's art museum is not that impressive.
It's not.
I mean, if you want to see some real good stuff,
Yeah.
Dallas is seriously only a couple of hours away, and they've got multiple floors, everything from the medieval periods.
Do they got any snoodling art there?
I don't even know if there is snoodling art that's legal in this country.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Is this a new word?
Snoodling?
It's where you take the foreskin of one penis.
Okay, thank you.
And cover the other penis with that foreskin.
Fascinating.
And so whenever you're like stroking from pelvic bone to pelvic bone all in one motion.
Gotcha.
It's called
Did you
snoodle.
look that up?
No, I've never looked one up, and I don't want to.
Okay.
Who brought that up? Was it
you
Jason?
ever see that show a few years ago called Silicon Valley?
Seen it? No, but I know of it.
Okay.
It's based off that.
If you ever look up the optimal tip to tip efficiency, you will understand snoodling.
Yeah. Snoodling is something else.
There's one bit in that thing that cracked me up. They were trying to figure out, and I think it was the end of season 4 or season 5. This one guy said, we wouldn't be successul if I went out and
docking. Well, yeah, it's dock. He said it's called docking. Sorry. Taco King said docking.
No.
They're probably the same thing.
They're probably the same thing, but
Go ahead. I apologize. Go
no
ahead.
worries. No worries.
My Wonder
What bread is running great this week. It just needed a new alternator.
Ortega again.
Okay.
As Ortega was here last week, wasn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them.
So,
I'm glad it's running good.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
Silicon Valley, they were in bad shape. They needed something miraculous to happen, and one of the guys said, "I couldn't pull this off if I was able to actually go out in the crowd and jerk everybody there off." And so then he goes and does a chalkboard drawing of the most efficient way to do that. And it was if you lined up the guys by height and had them stand face to face, then you could get the optimal tip to tip efficiency going across all, with both hands. So you could actually take care of 4 guys at the same time.
Wow.
It's sad that he worked on to figure that out.
That's teamwork.
That teamwork makes the dream work.
No, don't get a boner.
So, anyway,
No.
football season's coming up. Are you a fan?
Oh, he's a
I'm not.
huge football fan.
My family is,
He comes to
Okay.
work wearing helmets.
for other reasons.
Well, that's true too. Yeah.
Okay.
But
So-
Bob's a fan.
I am, but I read this thing the other day that just cracked me up. Okay, so Harvard has a football team. Apparently, they're not that great because you hardly ever see them win any kind of championships, games, anything that resembles football. But they still play. There was a guy several years ago from MIT who's a rival of Harvard. He dressed up in a striped black and white shirt, went over to Harvard football team's field, threw down a bunch of birdseed and breadcrumbs, and blew a whistle.
I heard about this.
And he did this like every day for like 90 days straight. Well, Harvard's football team has their first home game. They come on the field, the ref goes out, blows the whistle, and all of a sudden the pigeons just come down from everywhere, just descending on the field. And it took them like 30 minutes to get the field cleared of all the pigeons because the MIT guy had trained the pigeons to descend on the field.
That is a fantastic prank.
Loved it.
That's
I don't know.
amazing.
Yeah, I don't know who came up with that, but that's one for the ages.
It's
That's
commitment. It's not technically him stopping the game. He
Right.
just trained a bunch of birds to do it.
Yeah, and who's going to get mad?
I know.
The ref. I bet the ref just got shit all over. He didn't get unscathed from that.
Yeah. A worthy sacrifice for the prank, I'd say.
Let's see where are we at here. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Anyways.
All right.
So, anyways, I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't paying attention. Damn bit of that last conversation, obviously.
All right. Ref,
Yes.
pigeon shit, lots of it.
Uh huh.
And
Harvard.
yeah, fuck Harvard.
now you're saying it. You said a greenskeeper or something made that happen.
No. Okay. Let me say this slow.
Was it Tom Arnold?
No.
Oh, okay.
A kid from MIT put on a striped shirt,
Yeah.
headed over to the Harvard football field on a daily basis the entire
Got
summer,
it. Okay. Got
and
it.
blew a whistle and threw out a bunch of bird food.
Okay. Now.
Whenever first home game came around, the referee runs out on the field, blew a whistle, and all of a sudden he just got an entire swarm of
That's
pigeons
hilarious. Okay.
hit the
all
field,
right.
and it took him like half an hour to get the pigeons off the field.
So I'm guessing they've got a good watch out for that now, don't they? To make sure that doesn't happen
I
again.
would hope so.
You would think that would be a one and done type thing. You don't think that they'd be sitting there going, "Yeah, we don't need to do anything," because they're not going to try that again.
Yeah.
Because that's what college kids do. They never repeat any practical jokes.
You know what? This week I've been watching Fringe. Have you watched that yet?
Friends, there was an 80.
No, Fringe.
Oh, okay.
Fringe.
Yeah, we're talking different decades.
No, we're not talking Jennifer Aniston. It's a show. It's once again, I don't.
We
know
do
the
need to
names.
talk about Jennifer Aniston.
Okay,
though.
can you bring that up real quick? Just type in Fringe cast so you can see who's in it for me and bring that up.
Friends cast.
No,
That's David
Fringe.
Schwimmer.
Fringe. Fringe
Know
cast.
it by heart.
Yeah, there we go. I can bring that up there.
All right.
Why is that so damn huge?
I don't know.
What the hell?
Why are you looking at my pants whenever you say that?
Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. God dang it, man. I swear to God. Okay. Anyways, so I've been watching this show, and it's a friend of ours told us about it. It came out in early 2000s. It's an interesting show. It's kind of got that X-File feel. But here's the reason I'm talking about it. Here's all the cast in it. It's got old boy from Dawson's Creek in it. It's got a bunch
I never
of
saw
other
Dawson's Creek.
so Chris loved it. He was in love with old girl in there. But anyways, it's a really good show. But they said something in there the other night, and it made me go, you know what? I haven't had one of those in a long time. Deja vu. No, not that. Deja vu.
Oh.
When's the last time that you felt that you've actually seen that already? Like you've been here before. I thought about that. I haven't said that in years.
I don't know that I ever have.
I've had it this year.
You had a deja vu this year.
Yeah.
See, I
Because
haven't.
I've
and
had
I
that thought. I was
See,
like, I
I've-
haven't had deja vu in years.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just realized, like, man, I used to have those all the time. It's like, man, I swear to God, I've been here before. I've done this before.
The latest universe patch set fixed all of that.
Oh, is it?
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Good
So the
update.
patch,
Yep.
yes, okay. I just noticed that. I was like, man, it really sparked it. I mean, I was like, wow, I haven't had one of those in, God, 20 years.
And was this significant to the show?
Yeah, because they actually said it in the show that the show is about a deja vu, that they were talking about parallels of the universes crossing each other. And then someone said, well, have you heard of a deja vu? You feel like you've been there before? Well, it's because somehow the worlds are colliding together at a certain point. You're still on the same Earth, but you've got different areas and they're mixing together is the reason you're seeing that. And then that's when I thought, you know what? When's the last time I had one of those? And of course, I shot instantly to the Matrix where the cat is walking across. And they go, oh, hey, I just saw that cat a minute ago. What'd you say?
You can't say
There's
that.
been a glitch, you know? And so I thought about that. And I was just curious. Have y'all ever, when's the last time you had one? You said you've never had one?
Not that I'm aware of. No,
None.
none.
Wow. Okay.
Okay,
Interesting.
so like I remember them.
I wasn't into drugs as a teenager, Brian.
He wasn't one. Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this show ran from 2008 to 2013.
Yeah, it was a really good show. Went for 5 seasons. Each episode is about an hour long each. And every one of them starts out usually with some freaking hell starting, some crazy ass shit going on. And then they end the show.
And you can buy episodes on YouTube, Apple TV, or Google Play Movies. And
Or if
TV.
you got IMDb, you can watch it for free because I'm
cool.
a cheap ass.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
You watch about 30 seconds of commercials and it comes
And-
right back on.
Okay, Meghan Markle was in that show.
Who's that?
She married Prince Harry from England.
She was in that?
That's what it says.
Well,
right
I'll be
here.
damned. Well, that must be later on in the
She
seasons.
played her character was junior agent.
Now
So
see, I didn't know she's in it. I've been watching it. I'm starting on the 2nd season. The main character is right up there at the very top. Anna, what is that? Tor?
Anna Torv.
Yeah, she's the main character in it. And then they've got old boy who what's his name? Joshua Jackson, who actually played Pacey in Dawson's Creek. He's in that also.
Okay.
It's a really good show. So if you haven't seen it, it's an old show, but it's really good. It's kind of got that X-Files feel,
Yeah. Well,
but it made
with
me think of the whole
Leonard Nimoy in it,
deja vu.
it had to be an old show because he's been dead for a while now.
Who?
Leonard Nimoy. You might have known him from Star Trek.
Yeah, hell, he's dead. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Yeah, did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, well, I'll be damned. A lot of people dying don't know about it. Bob knew that. Yeah, no shit.
That's sad.
All right, hey, we're going to go to break here, but first, I want to mention something. I don't know if anybody's seen it yet or not, but there's a band that is online. Their name is Adam and the Metalhawks. And they've been trying to reach Jack Black now for a while, and they finally did. I'm not showing the video right now, but I'm showing the scene of it. You can find it on YouTube. Best way to find it is just type in Jack Black and AMH. Well, the story is these guys, the original singer came from American Idol, the 14th season. He made it all the way to the 16th spot, and then he got kicked. But he was an amazing singer. He's just different. He's very animated. He's kind of like Jack Black. Anyway, so he ended up meeting up with these guys around 2018, and they're all kind of younger, and they ended up creating a band called Adam and the Metalhawks. And if you are any sort of an 80s metal, hair metal, like Bullet Boys, Van Halen, all this other stuff, their original album they brought out, that singer, he's got that kind of voice. And it's just really cool. And I just really dig it. So I just
He
want
doesn't
to
have that kind of hair.
No, he doesn't have that kind of hair. He's got the crazy hair, and even on the American Idol, when he actually did, it was funny. He dressed up in a sweater, a jacket, looked really nice, presentable. Of course, his hair was really wild, and he ended up doing "I Want to Rock" by Twisted Sister, and he tore it up. I mean, it was awesome. It was a good show.
He's got hair that I would have if I grew mine out long.
Yeah, you've got kind of bushy hair, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, they've got this song called "Wasted Time" that they ended up doing a video for. Now, the song's about a year old. The album's about a year old. But what they did was they started doing shorts on YouTube. Everybody knows what shorts are, right?
Yeah.
About 30 seconds long. Well, they started just doing, like, they'd go over into an alleyway or into a room with a lot of echo. They'd bring a guitar, 2 guitars, a bass guitar. The drummer brings just a box to beat on. and they do all different kinds of 80s rock, old tunes, Tenacious D stuff, and they film them for 30 seconds and put it out there. 30 seconds, put it out there.
Okay, do they only film for 30 seconds, or do they film for several minutes and find the best 30 seconds?
Well, whichever it is, I don't know. But they have reached...
That's relevant.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, but they have reached like 2.7 million followers. I think it's on TikTok. Instagram, the last time I looked, they were almost at 66,000. And they just keep growing and growing and growing.
Kind of like us.
Yeah, man, our numbers are freaking huge, man.
Right,
It's
we've
insane.
We're dozens.
Yeah, definitely. So, anyways, Jack Black helped them out. Everybody was excited. I think that one hit like 90-something million views. Just that one right there. And so, anyways, here's the deal. On our break, I'm going to play one of their songs because I really enjoyed it, and I want everybody else to hear it while we're on break. And then I'm also in talks with their management. I'm trying to get an interview with them, and I think that'd be really awesome because I would love to talk to them. I think their guitar player is amazing.
Okay, but what kind of interview questions are you going to ask?
I'm going to ask about their life. I'm going to ask them where they're going. I'm going to ask them what they're doing.
Personal questions.
So you're just going to fanboy at the whole...
No, not like that. No, we're not fanboy it. Good Lord.
What's your social security number?
Yeah.
Right.
No, just ask them, just ask them about their life, where they come from, how they meet, the typical questions. But ask them,
Have they ever met Brittany?
when you wake up, what do you do on a regular basis every day? What do you do? Do you just work on this constantly? Do you have a job? I mean, there's all kinds of different questions I want to ask them.
Okay.
Because I'm curious, because like I said, he's already had the kind of the spotlight with American Idol, and he lost out on the at number 16, but you can tell he's still moving on and continuing and trying to do things. So I think that's pretty awesome. So anyways, I just want to play one of their songs. So here we go. We're going to go to break, and we'll be back here in just a minute. Hang tight. And let's do some chat. Get your asses back in here.
The guys are recycling their drinks, and we'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
Showing.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are at the bar.
As you can see, Bob's not there right now. His ringworm started acting up again. Taylor, I wouldn't go sit in his seat anymore. I'm not going to trust that.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the heads up.
Hey, so what'd you think of Adam and the Metalhawks?
Sounds amazing.
And they're really good, man. And I mean, what's interesting is, I mean, you could tell there are some younger guys. That guitar player's just smoking. It's been a long time since I've heard a guitar player, in my opinion. He's got like a groove. It's just the way he plays, the way he gets into it. He takes that extra moment to add those little, little noises and things. I mean, he's just good. And I haven't seen a guitar player like that in a while. And that's one reason I'm really impressed with him. And that bass player, I mean, he gets down to it. I mean, the whole band's just getting on it. The drummer, Adam, everybody. Matter of fact, what I was saying earlier, he was the 16th, contestant of the 14th season. Let's see, TikTok was 2.5 million followers. YouTube's got 65K. And I don't know about Instagram. And let's see, the bassist is Ryan, drummer's Alex, guitarist is John, and of course, singer was Adam. I'm going to try to get them on here. I'm going to do my damnedest. I haven't heard back from the manager yet. He probably looked at my email and said, go fuck yourself. I have no idea. So, but I'm glad you liked them, man. That was cool. Awesome.
You can tell they really love what they're doing.
Oh, yeah. You can tell they're having fun. Yeah. If you get a chance, like even with you, and you get a chance, look up their shorts on YouTube. You just type in AMH shorts, and it's pretty cool because they've got a shitload of them doing like AC/DC. They've done some Guns N' Roses. They've done a lot. It's really good. It's pretty cool. I dig it. We don't like Canadian porn, Bob. Is that what you said to him? Is Peter North from Canada?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. I know exactly who that is, but yeah. It's interesting. Why am I getting text messages?
He has 2,588 credits as an actor, if you can call what he does acting.
Raylan is being gassy in the car.
Thank you for sharing.
That's my text message. Thank you.
Cool.
I really appreciate that. I'm glad that I know that.
This just in.
just in. My daughter is gassy in the car.
So it might scratch when it itches or when it dries.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, we got chat back up again. Get in here and chat with us. Say what you want. We really don't care. We'll join in with you. We got 3 keyboards here, and we are some justice warriors, social justice warriors right now, aren't we?
SJW.
Hell yeah, man. We're going to type it out and tell you exactly how we would do it if we were there.
Okay, and you know who can't chat?
Who?
Helen Keller.
No, she can't. 1, she's dead. 2, she was blind and deaf.
Right.
Yes.
So basically the entire internet would be lost on her.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Yeah, good point.
Do you think she was good at blowjobs?
I don't know, dude. I don't even know that I even want to go there on that one.
I mean, if you think about it, I mean, do you think, how did she train up on that?
I don't know, dude. I don't even know if she knew what was going on. Can you? I can't even imagine it. Taylor, can you even visualize that?
I don't want to visualize
I know,
it.
it's like something pushing against your lips. You're like, what is that? I don't even know what that is.
Oh my god!
Leave it to you. I don't leave it to Bob.
I don't want that thought in my mind.
But I mean, okay, one of 2 things happened. Either she wasn't unfamiliar, or she took to it like a fish in water.
Are you mental?
That's my question.
I mean, the instinct,
Took to it like water, like she just automatically knew this is what I'm supposed to do.
Did instincts take over?
Yeah. Are there instincts for a human whenever it comes to something like that?
Do you think? Okay, let's reverse the roles. Let's say that it was Bob Compton like that, and Helen Keller walked up and just sat on your face. Well, do you think you would know what to do?
I would hope so.
No, I don't think you would. You'd be like, what is that?
Well, I'm wondering if like the pheromones from the scent might trigger something
I seriously doubt it.
subcellular and cause.
Do pheromones trigger something for you now?
I think so.
You think so?
That's why the whole perfume industry exists.
Pheromones, perfumes don't do shit for me, but tickle my nose.
Man, dude, there is one, and I am super embarrassed to admit that it turns me the hell on. My wife hates when I say it.
Tell us.
There is a certain
She deserves you saying this for telling you that your daughter's gassy in the car.
No, my other daughter told me that her sister is gassy in the car. This perfume, I don't know what it is. I can smell it, and it drives me insane. Like, it makes me sexually aroused.
Bacon.
Is it musky?
Yes.
So basically, it smells like Snatch.
Avon Musk or whatever.
Avon Musk.
It comes in a little bottle about this big, and it's got a little around it like
As
a little.
opposed to Elon Musk.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, it's Avon Musk, and you can buy it in the store. No, Avon Musk. That's what it's. Avon Musk, and you can buy it in the store.
Avon?
No, Evon. I think it's EVON Musk.
We're looking this up.
Yeah, look it up. Check this out.
Why?
It's got to be Avon.
No, I don't think it's Avon, dude. I think it's Evon.
Did it originally come in a car?
There it is. No, Jovan Musk. There it is. Pull that up.
Oh, dude, that's the cheapest shit.
I know, and that's the weird part about it. It's called Jovan Musk. I'll never forget the first time I ever smelled it. I was at I think it was probably like a CVS or something. And it was like a Target. And I'm walking through there. I'm like, God, what does it smell? And all of a sudden I felt this instant turned on. And so I'm like, I got to go find this. So I go going through these aisles and stuff. And all of a sudden I'm running past this old lady, and all of a sudden the smell goes away. And I'm like,
okay.
So I back up and I look at her and I'm like,
choose your words carefully.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, that's the smell. And I didn't ask her, but later on, somebody else was wearing it. I just couldn't help it. I said, oh, what are you wearing?
Hold on, dude.
Oh, that's Jovan Musk.
You know, this is for men, right?
Okay, then that's not the one. It's okay, the woman's musk. Look up the damn woman's musk. That is really for men?
Woman's musk.
Dude.
No, that is for men. Okay, it's not Jovan Musk then. It's got to be, type in Elon Musk.
I think we might need to have a talk later.
No, type in Elon Musk. EVON Musk, I think is the name of it. Type that in. No, oh my God.
I knew that was going to be a good night.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was going to be this good.
No, it's none of those, dude.
All right. Here, 1983 rare.
I don't care about it being rare. No, it's for men. No, it's a woman's musk.
Woman's musk.
Why would several women be wearing men's musk? I mean, that's kind of stupid.
It was
to
the 80s.
attract men.
They only. Oh wait, what is it down there? What is that one over there? No, the one. No, that one. Is that the same one?
For musk for women.
There we go. Okay, there it is. So I wasn't wrong.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
You found
all right.
one picture out of 1,000.
Okay, that one right there. Yes. For some reason, that just like drives me insane and is the cheapest shit you can find. My wife's like, I'm not wearing it.
2.5 ounce body spray is $5.
I'm a cheap dude.
With coupon.
I don't know
With
what
the
the deal
coupon.
is. Now, also, most of those
you coupon clippers, you can get Brian Sahara Cat couldn't scratch it for $5.70.
But that is it. And then also most of the Britney perfumes kind of make me go, eh.
Because, oops, she did it again.
No, I just think they smell good.
Well, we've been discussing for several weeks about,
The lady behind you?
No.
Oh, about what?
The Goop brands.
Oh, yeah, the Goop. Yeah, the vagina smelling candles. And then there's that one they've got out now called Smells Like My Period. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goop has one that's...
I think Taylor bought that one. Didn't you buy that one?
Yeah, 3 of them.
3 of them?
I haven't opened
one for each part of the
I'm
house.
saving them.
For those special moments.
Did you get the full size or the votives?
They give you a bathtub size if you like really try hard.
But isn't that weird? That is the shit that drives me insane, is that one right there.
I heard that like pumpkin pie is supposed to make people in the mood.
So is our oysters.
Yeah.
And I've ate 2 dozen oysters before, and it didn't do anything for me at all.
The last thing you think about while eating 2 dozen oysters.
I had a buddy of mine, and he wasn't joking. He said, if you could bring Gwyneth Paltrow wearing an Indian headband with pumpkin pie smothered all over her body naked to my front door, I will be the happiest man alive. And I was like, okay, I get maybe the Gwyneth Paltrow, but why the pumpkin thing? He said, I love pumpkin pie. I love Gwyneth Paltrow, and I got a thing for Indian headwear.
Okay, so basically he's using the George Costanza combining method of sex.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, George Costanza is from Seinfeld.
Yes.
he sex was one of his favorite things, and eating food was one of his favorite things. So he used to like hide sandwiches in his nightstand so that he could actually grab out a sandwich while he was going after it. And so he was combining two of his favorite things.
Can you imagine doing that? Having a sandwich while you're
I can now.
while you're laying the pipe. That's just
definitely.
That probably
Just bring
I
two
guess that'd be
sandwiches.
nice. Just bring two, so you're not rude.
Yeah,
Hey, why are you here? I got you one.
exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Here, bite this.
You like that bologna, don't you? You
Yeah.
dirty bologna.
Yeah, whenever I told you I was fixing to feed you my salami, I meant it. Right here.
I told you I wasn't
between
kidding.
2 pieces of Wonder Bread and some Miracle Whip.
Creepy.
Because you know she's a Miracle Whip gal. She's down for a sandwich.
Yeah, that's true too. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, there was something I haven't thought of in a long time was the fact of that. That's pretty crazy. That Musk drives me nuts. That's crazy.
So, but
Oh, and Giffen, by the way, I think we already talked about it, but I thought about this the other day also. Tight butts drive me nuts T-shirt. That was not mine. That was yours, and you know it. Okay, let's go back to what we're talking about. We have a shirt of him back in the day, my buddy Chris. And I need to find the picture, but it's awesome. He's like, there's some guy next to him. We don't know who the hell he is. And Chris has got an arm around him, and he's got this weird look on his face. Chris used to have really long hair like yours, not as long, but pretty long. And he's just jacked up. And on the shirt, it says, tight butts drive me nuts. And somebody's making fun. He goes, yeah, I think that belonged to Brian. I'm like, no, dude, that did not belong to me. That was your shirt. You loved that shirt.
oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I remember that one.
Yeah, you remember that shirt. He
Oh,
loved
yeah.
that shirt. He tried to pass that off, but that was my shirt. And I was like, no, it wasn't.
No, that was his.
Yeah, that was definitely his. So, hey, I got a question. Something else I'm going to bring up here that I found
Does it
pretty
involve
interesting.
Helen Keller?
No, it doesn't belong to Helen Keller. We're off that subject. Dude,
Maybe.
you know what, Bob? I will give you some credit for even bringing that up, but I'm not going there. On the way over here, me and Taylor were talking, and I found it interesting, and I wanted to bring this back up to him again. We were talking about, okay, like how me, you, and Jason, we all met at school. We've been friends for, God, how long has it been now? 20-some-odd years? 30 years?
40.
Has it been 40?
Well, Jason and I started third grade together back when we were, I was
I met
7.
y'all later on in my teen years. So
Well,
mine's a little
we were in
less.
9th grade. You were in 7th.
Yeah, okay.
So-
Well, me and Taylor were on the way talking, and he said actually some of his closest, best friends he gained from just the internet, and they're in different states. And I thought that was cool because my daughter has one friend like that, my youngest, and her and her video chat stuff all the time, and they're like really good friends, but they've never stood beside each other.
Yeah.
And
you know
she,
that-
she lives in Oregon.
But they're not fucking.
It's my daughter and another girl.
And okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
9 years old, Bob. Keep your see, horniest man in the world.
Oh,
I didn't know it was your 9-year-old. I thought it might have been a year old. Why are
No,
you letting your
she's
9-year-old on the
13.
internet? Why are you letting your 9-year-old on the internet, Brian? What kind of parent does that?
I usually bring that in on Jason. That's twice on you tonight.
Are you sure that her-
Okay. Anyway, so
Wait, hold on. Are you sure her friend in Oregon is another young girl?
oh yeah, we've talked to her and her parents both. Yeah, they're just good friends. So Bob, before we
Okay.
take this into a darker area that I know you're trying to pull us off into the darker
your
web.
daughter, your 9-year-old, getting catfished
No,
by some
no.
47-year-old dude.
No, trust me, we've already gone through all that. We've made
Okay.
sure. But my question is I wanted to hear Taylor's thing about you were telling me about how your dad was telling you that, well, son, you haven't even met these guys. Do you really want to go get on a plane and go to this wedding? And then you said what?
I said, I probably know these guys more than I know my actual family because I've spent more time with them through just chatting, playing video games, hanging out.
Yeah.
In this new age of technology, that's as close as you can get to someone that's super far away.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now, and they live where?
Minnesota.
And now, who's that lives
Yeah.
in Minnesota? Who's that?
My buddies, Zach, Josh, Mark, Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all I can think of right now.
Off the top of your head. If you left anybody out, sorry. But that's pretty cool, though. And so you actually went down to the wedding, hung out with
Right.
them. That's the
In a
first time y'all
different
actually got
state.
to see each other.
Yeah.
And what I found interesting is that you told me that when y'all met, it wasn't awkward. It wasn't anything. It's like you've just happened to be away from each other for a little bit.
Maybe like the first 3 seconds is
Yeah.
awkward because you're like, oh, hello, new human being.
Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't
actually
seen
seeing
before.
you. Yeah.
Do I shake your hand or do I slap you on the ass? I don't know.
Both.
Did you do both?
They like it both.
Yeah, that's usually how people like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome because, like you said, it is a new day of, age of time is where things are changing. People are meeting each other. They're seeing each other different ways. And I just found that really neat. And also, you were talking about when y'all play games. I found it pretty funny that you said you can go and continue what I'm talking about.
Right. So we've played video games long enough that we don't need to communicate as a team most of the time. If you hear from a enemy team's perspective, they're like, sniper on the roof, keep your heads down, or I'm flanking this bad guy, I'm doing this and that.
They're being all technical and
Yeah, I already know my buddy Josh is busting through the door with a shotgun or a semi-automatic, and I'm running around trying to protect Mark, and he's sniper fire from a distance covering my ass because I'm stupid running around with a
So what
grenade.
game are y'all playing?
This particular one, I'm thinking back to our Rainbow Six Siege days. And that was a very tactical shooter where you get one life, so it really counted. But
and usually when there's someone in the window, you would say what?
bitch ass in the window, get down. It doesn't really matter.
Well, that's what made me
Yeah.
laugh because you said most people are like, 3 o'clock, look ahead, 3 o'clock or whatever, and you're just like bitch ass in a window.
They're trying very hard.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Now, I just found that really neat, and I learned that from Taylor just on the way over today. Me and Taylor work together.
So do you guys stay in the same game, or do y'all switch games and do other things together, or do you have different groups of friends in different games?
Yes to all of that. We have several different games that we constantly game hop, but if one is particularly good, we stay on that one for an extended amount of time. And we'll just, find different stuff. And nowadays with VR, you can create this, virtual reality avatar, and it's almost exactly like hanging out with someone.
Do you have a
other than-
VR?
I do not.
Are you going to get one?
Don't have enough room.
Well, y'all could give each other twisties.
True. Yeah. I mean,
That'd be kinda cool.
Hey, there's VR armor that'll let you feel whenever someone else touches you.
Dude, that's where the porn industry is heading.
Oh, no doubt.
That's where it's heading. They're going to
I
create
don't
all that.
know of it. I'm sure it exists.
Yeah, I'm sure it does too. You're going to end up some porn stars are going to say, "Okay, you ready? Yeah, and here we go." It's going to be like you're there. That's crazy.
The future is now.
Ortega says Rainbow Six is my favorite gay orgy film. Would you agree with that, Taylor?
It's my second favorite.
It's your second favorite. Okay,
There's some better ones out there.
yeah, that's true too.
It's kind of like extreme bukkake.
Extreme.
Like bukkake by itself just isn't enough.
Double
You've got to have extreme added to that.
Oh yeah, the bukkake.
Jason
yes.
looked that up one time and it flooded our entire
You
feed
never
with
look
badass.
up that word.
Did you hear it? Did you listen to that episode when that happened?
No. I think I
We
missed
ended up having an episode where Jason, before the show, thought it'd be funny, and he was looking up all kinds of crazy porn, showing us weird shit.
Oh, cool.
And he's laughing his ass off. Well, Bob got over here and pulled up something just to show us something, and live on the screen was like some
All the ads.
all the ads of dildo sales.
And well, we were showing this article of this 1800s dildo that they found in some archaeological dig.
Oh,
like
someone's getting
like
I remember
from the
that.
1800s. It's like made out of leather and sewn together, and it looked like the most sanitary thing you could stuff off your badge. But
Yeah.
the-
a keepsake for the ages. Passed down.
maybe there was a special prophylactic cover that went over.
Did
that,
you say they found that in like a?
like a tomb?
Okay, which
I
one
don't
was
know.
it? Which one was they found on a shithole?
That was the one.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like somebody was pleasuring themselves while they were on the porta potty or the outhouse back in the day, and dropped it in the sewage pit.
And they found it many years later.
Okay, what kind of archaeological school are you going to where somebody tells you, "Hey, why don't you go clean out the shit pit?" I mean, how bad of trouble you got to be in? How bad does your grade have to suck that you're willing to put up with that to try to pass that course?
Yeah,
That's gross.
I mean, that's just
no doubt.
okay. So
Oh, we got big follows back. That's the first time we got banned from Facebook because of Jason, his big follows response.
yeah,
Go ahead.
Okay, so we were talking about Friends a bit ago. Earlier this year, they had a Friends reunion where all the cast members got back together and were hanging out. Apparently, David Schwimmer and Jennifer Aniston both admitted that they each were crushing on each other. Fast forward to like 3 days ago, and there is a headline that reads, Friend star Jennifer Aniston, David Schwimmer dating. Apparently he left New York, flew out to her place. They've been hanging out, seen at dinner, everything. Now then, this was brought to us by Fox News.
Uh-oh. Wow.
So there's automatically a credibility issue there because
It's real.
they don't
No credibility if you're watching CNN.
they can't get anything right. But
None of them can get it right.
but then I see things like follow up to the interview that says no, they're not dating. Both of their reps have denied that they're dating, but they're still seen together.
Now, who is this guy? I don't know who this is.
David Schwimmer,
Who is that?
Ross.
Oh, Ross. Oh, they're not dating. Well, they could be. You never know. Because I think in a
I hope he is.
in a Howard Stern interview, I think she kind of said they had a thing at one point.
Well,
but
they
just
were
didn't. They liked each other, but the show kind of kept them apart, I think.
Well, no, what the deal was, each one of them had their own relationship going on.
And he had a tiny wiener.
Well, I don't think that was the case.
You cracked the case.
but each one, whenever one was single, the other one wasn't, and they never could get a time where both of them were both freely available to explore.
Now, are you talking about the lore of the show? Because I know that happened in the show.
No, real life. They had a Friends
too.
reunion a few months ago, and it was a great show. 2 hours of them revisiting the old set and talking about everything. And during the interviews, they both admitted to the guy that Cameron, not James Cameron, James Corden, the late night talk show guy, admitted to him that they both had a thing for each other. But I don't think they even admitted that to each other back in the day. And so this was news to each other that the other one liked them. And now then he's leaving New York, flying to her place in L.A.
But now but now he's saying his rep denies.
Yeah, his rep's denying it, her rep's denying it. So either Fox News is lying to all of us, shocker, or...
Did you look anywhere else besides Fox?
Well, yeah, that's why
I bet if you went on CNN, you'll find the same damn thing.
No, you wouldn't, because they actually are credible news sources.
Holy shit, we're not going to get into this one. They all suck, dude.
What's a credible news source, Brian?
Honestly, I don't really have one. I do get some of my news from YouTubers, some of them. And you fact check some of them, and they come out right. There's a few of them that's true. There's some of them that are, of course, full of shit. Man, usually you can smell a pile of shit a mile away, usually. Now, I will say I used to be a big Fox News guy and all that. Honestly, I don't like any of them anymore. I think they're all shit. Every one of them. So that's just my opinion.
Hey, yeah, do your own research. That's the best.
Yeah, researching is a big part of it, and you really got to do a lot of digging. And still, what's so weird, people say, well, I've done my research. I went to 10 different websites. Well, how do we know them 10 different websites just didn't copy off the one that you read that was full of shit? That's like when Bob pointed out the other day from Google, you got to go Google Scholars, and you can go on there and find a lot of different reports and different things from other people's studies.
Peer-reviewed journals.
Yeah, journals that sometimes you can find a lot of good information out there. But sometimes when it comes like celebrity news, music news and all that, sometimes you've got to just take it by a hunch. Like I watch a lot of them it's called Rock and Roll Stories. I watch that guy a lot, and he gives a lot of good information on different rock bands from the past and the future and what happened to their problem. There's one called Rock Feed that I watch a lot of his stuff. He's not in a major publication. They're not major magazines or anything like MTV, which MTV sucks now. But did you know they used to play videos back in the day, music videos?
Shockingly, I saw some.
You saw a couple at least. Yeah, it was crazy when it happened, wasn't it?
Cool.
Okay, imagine a channel dedicated to 24/7 music videos.
Unbelievable.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
It wasn't okay. Before MTV, they had this show on Friday nights, and shockingly enough, it was called Friday Night Videos.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that was the only avenue we had to music videos at the time. And then all of a sudden, this little thing launched in the 80s called MTV. And everybody that had cable was watching it, and everybody that didn't have cable were going over to their friend's house that had cable to watch it.
They had one cool night that what's his name? Weird Al Yankovic took over the entire station for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he showed a lot of cool shit. Yeah, it was a good show.
What was your favorite video back in the day?
My favorite video back in the day? Oh man, dude, there were so many. Man, one that really, God, I'd have to look it up. There's one that stands out. You might remember they played it a lot. It was just an instrumental, and it was a girl walking around on railroad tracks, and they had a guy playing keyboards and stuff, and it was kind of chopped up animation, but real. And I can't explain it.
Reese Witherspoon.
No, it was
before her time.
Yeah.
Reese without her spoon.
You nailed it. But well, besides that one, I would probably say, man, for some reason, Whitesnake keeps coming to mind. Rat, Dokken, stuff like that.
For me,
Yeah.
Billy Idol.
Billy Idol was your favorite.
Cradle of Love.
Now that video, man, that was kind of, honestly, for its time, it was really pushing it.
It was.
on sexuality. Have you ever seen that video? Cradle of Love. Yeah, a girl knocks on this guy's door, and she comes in and wants to borrow some soup or sugar or something.
She wants to play a cassette on his stereo.
Yeah, play a cassette, and she starts taking her clothes off and dancing all over the place, and it's up on his bed and all that, and he's sitting there just watching her. It was pretty risque for its time, and it was pretty
And it was
odd.
obvious he was like in his 40s, and she was barely 18.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what a lot of the musicians were going for back in the 80s.
And if I remember correctly, her name was Danny.
Was it?
I think so.
Like Winger, She's Only 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the songs. And a lot of the songs from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, man, they really talked about getting the young chicks.
Yeah. Well, Skid Row, 18 in Life.
Well, now 18 in Life was about going to prison. He shot somebody.
Yeah, he was a wild one.
Yeah, I know,
mentioned
but it
in the
wasn't talking
show.
about anything sexually.
Okay, did you know that Skid Row's lead singer, not Sebastian Bach, but the one that replaced him, died?
Oh, what was his name? Something Hart. Their latest one, yeah, because the one before him left. What did he die of? Just old age?
I don't think that they've reached that point yet.
Well, no, he's pretty. No, it wasn't Johnny.
Solinger.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah, he wasn't their singer anymore.
Dead
He
at
quit.
55. I hope that wasn't from old age because
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
that far off.
Yeah, no, he had quit a few years prior, and they brought in somebody
Okay.
else.
Okay.
But he was the second singer of Skid Row. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they keep talking about trying to do a reunion with Sebastian, and Sebastian's up for it, but apparently he's such a damn prick. The rest of the band's like, nah, we're not going to do it.
Okay, he was such a prick in the 80s that 30 years hasn't subsided that.
No, he apparently that bad. They've asked him about a reunion. They're like, we have no interest
That
whatsoever.
is a legacy.
That's pretty bad when your guys won't even
I mean-
drop it. And you can make millions, because I know they're not doing as well as they were. They still travel and play, but it's not the same band.
Right.
So
Well, it was kind of like whenever when Jeff Tate left Queensryche, and then Queensryche decided to tour with a different singer. Okay, my money's going with Jeff Tate because I'd rather listen to the singer with different people playing the instruments than I would.
yeah, the only thing with that is that why I haven't went and saw Jeff Tate and everything is because when you read everything that happened, he was a cock.
See, I didn't read everything that happened.
Yeah, he's a
I
dick.
listened to the music,
I wouldn't support him.
and whenever I heard that he came to town a few years ago, I got tickets because I wanted to listen to the music.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I mean, he's a great singer. He's a phenomenal singer. But to me, when your whole band wraps their shit up and says "fuck you" and walks away, it's
It just
most
means they're all dicks.
It means
They're
it's
jealous.
most likely you. Well, what it came down to is Jeff Tate was running everything. His wife was running management, and the money was going way in their direction, and the rest of the guys were getting screwed. Is what ended up happening.
Yeah.
Anyways, Taylor, what's going on?
Well, I was going to ask, is that a deal breaker for you? Will you stop being a fan if you know that they're dicks to each other? Or?
Well, I'm more likely not to really give a shit about what you're doing because I've seen Jeff Tate on in videos and listened to his music since the band. It don't sound the same. It sounds like shit. It's kind of like when Dave Lee Roth left Van Halen. I mean, he had a couple of good songs, but it really wasn't that good.
So you can tell that the art suffered.
Yes, it does. Yes, I think a lot of it has suffered. Like Skid Row's not the same, and I don't think the Sebastian Bach by himself is the same. I've listened to him, and it sucks.
but okay, I've got a problem whenever you've got a band that seems to be doing really well, and then different members of them break off to do these side projects by themselves.
Yeah.
Because at that point in time, you're kind of fracturing the unit.
Yeah,
And okay, the lead singer is the voice of the band.
yes,
Right.
usually yes.
Okay, normally just about anybody else can pick up a guitar or bass, set of drums, but they may not be as good as the person that's in the band, but they can get pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not.
Well, like the only person that can honestly do that and get away with it that I've ever seen rock wise has been Ozzy Osbourne. He's had like 5 different guitar players, but it's always been Ozzy. But the rest of the band can change up, but it still sounds like Ozzy because and now the only difference you can truly tell if you're a rock fan, you can tell totally a huge difference between Zakk Wylde and any other guitar player that's ever played with.
Yeah,
with
but
him.
if John Bon Jovi goes out on his own,
Yeah,
and he's got a different guitar player than Richie Sambora,
it's probably not going to make that much of a difference to me.
right?
Now, John Bon Jovi was a total dick. Yeah, then for some reason that affects me for some reason. Yeah.
But I just never understood. Are they going after a money grab where the lead singer can go off and then pick this second-rate band that isn't the big name stars?
Well, like Vince Neil when he did that, when he left Motley Crue,
right,
several times. A lot of them, it's a big ego. Like Sebastian Bach thought he was going to be the biggest. He's going to be way bigger than them. Of course, he does have a lot more money than they do. He's done acting. He's been in movies. He's done theater. He's done all kinds of stuff. But the guy's a dick.
Yeah,
I watched him in an interview a while back. A guy was asking him simple questions, and I've never seen such an arrogant asshole in my life. He was awful.
But I can probably name less than 5 drummers in the entire genre of music that I actually know by name and would be able to recognize.
I recognize all their faces, but I don't know their names once again.
Well, even the names. I know that Def Leppard has a one-armed drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. And
you know that?
I don't know any of
all right,
names.
we've got one.
Okay.
Dang, where's my ding ding bell?
So I know Tommy Lee's in Motley Crue.
Yeah.
I know
Neil Peart.
No, see that was a new one. Whenever Neil Peart passed away.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the drummer of Rush.
You're like,
right.
Who's that?
Right. And okay, the drummer for you screwed me up with Neil Peart.
Give me a band. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
Reese
dun.
Witherspoon?
No, Reese
Reese
without her spoon. Come on, Taylor, get it together.
Okay. Steven Adler was Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, and then he started his own band, and
Right.
then
And then
of course,
Peter Crash used to be with Kiss.
Kiss, yes, Peter Criss. Did you know when Kiss when they all split and done, like you were talking about projects earlier? I was going to mention this. When they all split up, done their own projects, and they brought out 4 LPs with their faces on them. Chris was the only one that had a single hit off all the records, and that was the Beth song.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, like Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
They're still a band member. I have no idea who it is. I know
Will.
Fergie. I know Will I Am.
Will I Am and Fergie are the only 2 that I even know.
I forgot the other 2. All right, so there's 2 that I don't know. But before they were just Black Eyed Peas, and then they did the same thing. They split off and did their own music.
Yeah.
And some, are well more.
Speaking of Fergie, have y'all heard her do the national anthem?
No.
Look
Does
that up.
she
Well, we can play this. Trust me.
Fergify
Look
it?
it up. Fergie national anthem at the basketball game. We're going to play that. Pull that up. I'm
No.
serious. Yes, trust me. Pull it up.
I'm not pulling it up.
You'll laugh
Is
your
it
ass
sexy?
off. No, dude, it is embarrassing, awful. And you can see the basketball players. They're like, they're all looking around like, holy shit.
Is it cringe?
It's cringe. Yes, that's why I want us to see this. Everybody's got to see this, dude. It is awful. I mean, I want to say I felt sorry for her, but I don't, because I think she was trying something new and it just did not work out.
Okay, are we going to get...
No, we're fine. Just pull it up on YouTube. We'll be fine. Trust me.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun,
I've got to wait for the ad, and then...
let's get the ad, then pull it over there, and then, yeah. Okay, it should be coming up here in a second. God, I hate ads. They're so damn long. Yeah,
All right, here we go.
here it is. Watch this. Okay, I don't think you have the volume on. Oh. Damn it. All right, hang on. Let's back off for a second. Just pause that. Just pause it. I don't think we're connected over here.
Did you screw up again, Brian?
No, I don't. I just don't think we're connected to the Bluetooth off your computer right now.
I'm connected to everything.
You're connected to Bluetooth?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's try this again. Now, is your sound up on the computer over there?
Yep.
No, on the actual screen. Is that checked off, or has it got the sound bar on? Look on the other screen over there. See the YouTube over there? Right. Right. Oh, go over. Right there. Okay, it's not. It's okay. Unmute. There we go. That was it right there.
say, can you
Oh my God, this is so awful.
by the dawn's early light, what so proudly wail at the twilight.
Just let it go. It's coming. You can make that bigger.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
When was this?
All-Star game for the NBA.
O'er the ramparts we watched.
Look at everybody. They're like, what the hell?
We're so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave through the night that a flag
I guess this is where it starts getting really bad right here. Look at all those guys. They're like, oh, shit.
Somebody's asking for a pee break in the middle of that one.
It's like, just sing it. Fucking with it. Oh, shit.
Oh. Look at all those guys behind her holding wood.
Oh.
Let's play some basketball.
Why don't you shut the fuck
Yeah.
up?
Wow.
Yeah, okay. So you see what I'm talking about? I mean, honestly, it's obvious she can sing.
Oh, she could sing the phone book, man.
She could sing, but
I want her
holy
to
shit.
hum me a tune.
You're on board.
But that was awful because I think she tried to add some sex
tried
appeal to it,
sexify it.
and it just didn't work.
Yeah, it was
Shaka Khan screwed up too.
Chaka Khan.
She'd got on there, and I don't think it went very
Chaka
well
Khan?
either.
That is fun to
You
say.
you don't even know who Chaka Khan is,
You
do
know who
you?
Shaka Khan is, do you?
Khan.
Oh, the young ones.
You have so much to
There's
learn.
only one
on your
song
breast
that I
opera.
even know by Chaka Khan, and
I think it's the only song. Your average person only knows Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. I want to
Dance
feel
with you.
for you. Dun, 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 dun.
Yep.
Did I give a good one? No, okay, maybe not.
No idea.
Anyway, so yeah, that was her rendition of that, and now that was like from a few years ago. I didn't see the date on that. It was a long time ago. Let's see if my daughter farted in the car again. I don't know if she did or not. See if that's important.
This just in.
Okay.
Okay, actually, it's something else. Sorry. Go ahead, Bob. My bad.
Do you guys like long stem cherries?
It depends. Are you tying them in a knot with your mouth or not?
Have you ever done that?
I've never been able to do
Yes.
it. The wife can still do it. She done one the other day, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's kind of hot." She goes, "Why is that hot?" I said, "It's just hot."
Did she actually do it, or was she messing with you?
Oh, she did it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, she had it in her mouth, and also she
Uh-huh.
spit it out, and it was tied in a knot.
Okay, so
I know the stigma around it.
I might have done something back in the day.
did it with your nose.
No. Here's what you do. You get 2 cherry stems.
Pull out your dick. Sorry.
Well, nobody's looking. You tie one in a knot, put it in your mouth,
Yeah.
and then you take the other one, stick it in your mouth, swirl it around a bit, pop out the one that you've already tied in a knot, and everybody thinks you're a hero.
Yeah.
You know, I can
the
see
trick.
that doing that, but the wife actually, I only gave her one cherry, and she actually did it.
Now, I've actually been able to do it a few times.
I don't know how people do it.
Use your teeth.
You just take the stem, and somehow it goes in a knot, and you just spit it back out, and there it is. I mean,
Yep.
that's a talent.
Now, I have been able to do it, but it's kind of fun when you're just messing with people, just to show them how quickly you can do it. Just pop in one, pop out the other, and
Now-
it's a cool party trick.
The myth behind it is like, if you can do that, you're the world's best kisser. So you do that to show off, like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a great with my tongue, but
Well, that can also mean you can be good with your good tongue on something else,
Right.
too. You know what I'm saying?
that's the stigma.
Licking
Yeah.
that ice cream.
Right. Now I just lick my eyebrows. It does the same effect. Yeah.
Windshield wipers.
Yeah. Either that or just, take out my wallet, lay it on the counter. It's like the joke about the old guy that's in the gym and he's working out with the trainer, and the young hot thing walks in the door, and the guy looks at the trainer and says, "What machine can I impress her with?" And the guy's like, "Well, we got an ATM out front."
It's like that picture of that, who's that? What was her name? You would know her name, Bob, the young tennis player. What's her name? They had the blonde hair. She was really big for a while there, and she was dating that singer. I forgot her name, but they have a picture of she's looking down in her drawers on her bikini. She's looking at her hoo-hoo, and she's saying, "Hey, I wanted to thank you for the car, the house, the credit cards."
Was that Anna Kournikova?
Anna Kournikova.
All right.
Yeah, she's standing there thanking her vagina, forgetting everything.
They can stick tennis balls in their skirt. Have you seen them do that?
No, I haven't.
It's like magic pockets. They're just like, and then out pops a
Are
tennis
you
ball.
sure it's in the skirt?
I have no idea. It's magic to me.
Well, they're
magic
covered
to
in
you.
felt. Is it wet felt or dry felt?
No. No, sure.
Ping, ping.
As long as it's not brown felt, I think you're in pretty good shape.
But there's that, I think it's a Tinder profile where, it's a meme and it shows someone cycling through all these dudes on Tinder. And then
Yeah.
there's one that's just a picture of a dude's bank account
Yeah.
with like $100,000.
Yeah.
And then he gets message after message of girls going like, "Wow, you're really cute in your profile."
Right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Do you think that really works?
It's got to work.
Oh,
somewhere.
I'm sure it does. And dude, it's sad, for the women out there who are actually legit and real. But you find some women out there, dude, you can take someone who looks like Benny Hill. Actually, he probably had women because he already had money. No, he died broke, didn't he?
No, he did not die broke.
Oh, okay. Anyways, you could just take some regular or average dude and just give him a lot of money, and all of a sudden that's the most hottest looking dude.
Okay, I knew back in late 80s or early 90s.
Real quick, I have got to pee, so I'll be right back.
We had a 4-minute break, Brian.
I know.
Why
I'm
didn't
sorry.
you pee then?
I don't know.
Okay, so while he's gone, we'll talk about him.
Okay, sounds good.
Do you know he pees sitting down?
I know he pees sitting down.
Okay.
He's the loudest peer
Yeah.
I've ever heard.
Yeah. It's like a splash pad.
Yeah. Okay, anyway.
Always love messing with Brian. I wonder if there's anything on his controls we could switch so that.
Please mess with something, but don't tell me and don't tell him. I'm not looking.
Okay, here's the sad thing. I know so little about that board. I actually have a instruction sheet that he gave me on how to turn everything on and power everything off. That's I've never had this much technology that I
here.
don't.
It sits here every week. You're not curious?
No,
There's
I am not.
A billion buttons.
There are, and I just have no curiosity about the technical inner workings at all. And I mean, even now he's got the camera set up to rotate automatically. He's got all this other stuff going on. I don't know a clue, and everything's even color coded. And I don't even follow the color codes on all the cables. So
Yeah. Most I know is that big red button.
yeah,
That's my favorite.
yeah. I think this one is still mine. No, he changed it.
Yeah, I changed it.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Bob, what's up with all the lotion and Kleenexes and crumbled up Britney pictures?
That's
all over
actually
the bathroom?
mine.
Oh,
I brought those. You can use them.
so
if
you're a
you want.
Britney fan too, huh?
Now I am.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you came to the first
Yeah.
show, and then that was into that. All right. So, what'd y'all say about me?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're
Oh,
talking
bullshit.
about
Yeah, I'll
You're
hear
a
about it
wonderful
later.
Human being,
the
Well, I try
upstanding
to
guy
be.
you are.
yeah,
Coming from Bob, I don't believe that.
a benefit to all of society,
Now, that might be true.
a joy to be around.
That might be true too. You can ask the wife; she'll probably agree.
Okay, so quick question.
Bob, you're not on chat anymore.
Oh, did I pull it out?
Yeah, is that what you told her?
I should be still attached to chat.
There you are. Now you are. It just
Okay.
went down. I don't
So-
know. Anyways, go
like
ahead.
a good girl should.
Get dirty.
All right. Why is bedroom one word but living room two words? Does that
I
make
don't
any
know.
sense at all?
No. Maybe it's just because
No.
bedroom looks normal together and living room wouldn't look normal together.
Why?
Just the way it looks.
I mean, I haven't even looked up dining room to see what the proper.
It's just dining room.
Right. But is it two words or one?
It's 2 words.
Are you sure?
Let's look it up and see.
All right.
All right, here we go.
You know,
You don't have any
What
dirty
came
things, though, do you?
first,
All
a
right,
bedroom or a living room?
yeah. I would say bedroom.
I would
'Cause
say
you have-
bedroom too.
Yeah, would you? Yeah.
Which is why I would think that's one word versus 2 words.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, because bedroom means no, that was stupid. I'm not going to say that.
Say it, please.
No, I was going to say bedroom means as one, united as a one in bed. But in the living room, several people in there, so you're separating the words. Did that even go well together?
No.
That's
it didn't go.
beautiful.
No.
No.
That's
It was
like-
beautiful, wasn't it?
That's
Thank you,
like
Taylor.
sand, because
In
sand is
our
called
class.
sand because it's the conjoining of the sea and the land. Sand.
Look at Bob's face.
That's stupid enough to actually be legit if you think about it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I can picture like, yeah. Wow.
That's like the guy that came in the office today. He said, "No, wait, actually, you said that." For some reason, I thought Juan. No, Juan said the donuts were not filling because they had a hole in them. So don't get the donuts
He
without
did
the hole in
say
them because
that.
they're not filling. And then Taylor said, next time you go to the store, buy you some donuts with the hole in them and buy the little round hole donuts, and then buy a bottle of glue and take them up there and buy them. You get it?
Yeah.
You put the hole back in there and glue it back in there. I thought it was funny as shit.
I wouldn't use
Of course,
glue,
it was
though.
like 7:30 in the morning. Me and him both are barely awake.
I love Bob's look. He's like, I regret everything I've been up to this point.
I'll tell you what, the more and more you're around Bob, if you'll watch his face, you know, I can even tell by the tone of his voice when he's like this. He's got one eye open and one eye closed. What that means is he's thinking extra hard right now, and there's a little calculator in his brain, and there's it's just spinning like a son of a bitch up there in some gears, and all of a sudden that eye will open, he'll have an answer. The more you get to know him, you'll know when he does it, and I can tell when he's doing it talking on a telephone. Also, you got your eyes closed, right? One eye closed, right? And he goes, "God damn it, yes."
Yeah.
I used to always say he was taking a request from the internet.
Oh,
Somebody had put a request in
I gotcha.
bobble.com or whatever, and then
Yeah. Satellites are linking up.
yeah, they're linking up. And I used to have another friend that we ain't talked in years. I always said he was the other end of the internet. 'Cause
Oh.
he would stop and kind of pause. I'm like, he's taking a request. So
I do that too.
Okay.
Whenever I think really hard.
So when you're driving down the road and you see a sign says, left lane closed ahead,
yeah,
why is it that some people ride that left lane until the bitter end
because they're
and refuse to get
dumbasses.
over?
I hate them.
I mean, shouldn't a penalty be imposed? to
Yeah,
those
they
who-
could be shot. That'd be fine with me.
Because there's nice people that are way up ahead that
Right.
will let them in.
But that's bullshit. If
It
I
is,
will not
yes.
be one of those people, those sons of bitches will be plowing through every construction barrel up the side of the highway before I will let them over.
Oh, I'm the same way. I hate when say a highway is separating, it's going this way and
Yeah.
everybody's riding this lane. Well, they know because this traffic's all backed up. Well, I'm going to go straight ahead and I'm just going to get over.
Right.
I won't let them over, man. They'll cuss and honk me and try to throw shit out their window. And I just like, I don't let them over.
Right.
People are like, I'll let you over. No, don't let them over.
I'm nice to one person. I will let one person get in front of me.
Nope.
Yep.
I will not let anyone else in. And if I see the person I let in let someone else in, they're on my hit list.
Right.
Yeah, I hate it because you know that it's coming, but people are like, well, I'll
Yeah.
go to the very front and I'll wait and I'll
Yeah.
force someone to let me in.
There was a sign 3 miles before the merge even needs to happen. And they're just oblivious. And I think part of it is just stupidity on their part. They're like, whatever.
Yeah.
They just don't care.
No, they don't.
They're not trying to eliminate the bottleneck that's coming up.
Yeah.
No, they never do. I got another. Are you done over there with that one? I got something else I want to ask.
Fine.
All right. Let me ask you a question, Tay Tay.
No.
Okay. Anyways, no. Do you believe in supernatural?
The show?
No, the actual true supernatural. You know, it's weird how long that show's been on. Actually, apparently it's really big, and I
Got
don't.
a weird rant
Yeah,
fandom.
Yeah, it's definitely. But do you believe in supernatural?
Financed by the devil.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
No.
You don't believe in any supernatural. You ever had anything that made you guess is this supernatural?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, but you still don't believe it.
No.
Do you just go like the movies? Oh, it just happened to happen. It was
Holy
coincidence.
cow.
No big deal.
15 seasons?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I figured it'd be gone in the first season, but it's still around.
Have you watched them all?
No, I've watched 2 or 3, I think.
Seasons or episodes?
No, episodes of the first season, I think.
I haven't finished an episode, but I know it's huge.
Were they that hot, the guys, I guess? You
I
couldn't
guess
finish
so. Hot, funny.
Well, that's like me saying I've never finished a porn film. That's usually a good thing.
it? You never see the credits.
Yeah.
It depends on how long
Bob,
the film is.
Bob, do you believe in any supernatural? Do you believe that there's ghost spirits, possibly?
No, but I wish there were.
Oh, no, here we go.
No, I would enjoy it. Seriously.
Yeah.
I would enjoy the thought. Now, I've seen all of like the Conjuring movies.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's all supposed to be based on true real life events. But, you know, a lot of that has to do with the Catholic Church. And we know how devious and deceitful they've been over the centuries. So really can't put much faith in that.
No, we can't.
But, you know, this just the thing about, okay, I don't believe if there was a supernatural that it would all be evil.
Now, if you go by the Christian ways or Christianity or Catholic Church, and all that, they're saying that's all the devil. It's all evil.
Right.
I don't really think it is either.
Like guardian angels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just, you know, Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, have you ever had anything happen to you? As you can see, I'm building up because something did happen to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you had anything ever happen to you, Bob, that
Yeah.
you questioned?
Whenever I was about 11 years old, I knew that something was wrong with my grandmother. And within about 2 hours, found out that she had actually been taken to the hospital with a heart condition.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. What kind of feeling was it?
Just, I've never felt anything like it, but it's just like, I thought about her and just had the weirdest feeling. But I at the time, I didn't know how to process that. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know
You
anything.
had a subject and you knew it was bad.
But I didn't even know it was bad. I just knew it was something.
Right.
Right,
Because
that's
I've heard
interesting.
that before.
Yeah.
What about you, Taylor?
Whenever I was little, I swore I heard someone say my name in a empty house. Like,
That's interesting.
just sitting in the living room playing video games, and I heard someone.
They just said your name in an empty house. Now, how old were you?
I was young. I wasn't
You're still young.
8. Oh, I'm younger, so I was 8, maybe a little bit less.
Well, they always say the younger people are the ones that hear the most because they have not been totally just wrecked by the world yet. By the time they've gotten older. Well, I'm going to tell a story real quick. Is why I brought this up.
Really?
Yes, you didn't see that coming, did you?
No.
That's
that
amazing.
totally blindsided me with that one, Brian. Good job.
Hang on, what's that? What's that one I've got?
Why you being a dickhead fool?
There we go. That works. Okay. Anyways, the house that I lived in the older neighborhood, Bob's been there. I don't think you'd ever been there, but before I moved to
think I
Choctaw, did you go there once?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, that old house, when I first moved in it, now this is before I met the wife.
Okay.
I'd been living in the house probably 2 or 3 months, and it got to the point, and
You moved in there before y'all got together?
yeah, I lived there way before I got.
I don't
together.
remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought the house. It was with the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then she moved out and all that. Okay. So anyways, I'd been living there for a little while, and I got to every time that I would go to the restroom to brush my teeth, I always, in the corner of the bathroom, I saw like this black shadow. And I've always kind of had these things in my life where I've seen things. I lived in a house, man, that's a totally different story, but that was fucked up in that house. But over in this house, this got pretty weird. But I would always see this. I'd always see this, always see this, always see this. So finally, every once in a while, you'd be laying in bed at night, you can hear the wood floor creaking. Well, that you break it up to, it's an old house.
Yeah.
You know, things are going to crack. Yeah, you hear that all the time. So I'd gotten to know my neighbor who lived across the street. She's been there for 30 years. So I walked over to her one day and I said, Lynn, I said, I got a question for you. What? I said, has anybody ever died in that house in your 30 years that you've been here? And she was like, why do you ask? I was like, yes, there's something going on. I said, well, she goes, do you really want to know? And I said, yes. She goes, yes, a young man died there last summer.
Ooh.
I said, really? I said,
And he was in the bathroom, wasn't he?
yes, he actually was. That was the weird part. I said,
No, you just don't set up a story very well. You already gave it away.
yeah. But anyway, she said, yeah. He said he was in the bathroom. That's when he died.
Was
I
he
said,
holding?
okay.
Was he holding his side where he was stabbed?
No.
Okay.
No, that was a movie. So anyways,
But it wasn't. 'Cause
so-
you watched it later and it didn't really happen.
yes. So anyways, they end up, I find out that, someone's died there. So I said, can you hang on 1 second? She said, yeah, sure. So I walked over to the house and I grabbed a few things that I had found and I brought over to her and I held it out and I had some poker chips. And she goes, where'd you get those from? I said, those come out of my backyard. I said, apparently my dogs keep bringing them and dropping them off on my back porch. They had dirt on them and stuff, poker chips. She goes, well, they like to party over there a lot. She goes, there was always something going on. She said he died of an overdose. And they brought him out outside and they brought him back to life. And then he died again. But he originally died in the bathroom. And yes, they played poker and they had parties because we was always hearing them all times of the night. And I said, really? I said, what about this? And I held out a Polaroid picture. And it was funny. It was two boys holding a Playboy magazine and some lotion. And they're laughing and they're holding it. And she points right at the picture. She goes, that's him right there. That's the guy that died. She goes, where did you find this? I said, the dogs dug it up and brought it up to the back porch and dropped it off. It was sitting right there on my back porch with poker chips and everything. And why would a dog bring it to your back porch anyways? It's kind of weird. All right.
Weird smells.
Yes. Yeah, possibly. And so anyways, time went on and me and the wife get together and we move in and it got to a point to where we were hearing more noises at night. And it seemed like every single time that we made any type of change in the house, like let's say paint, take down a shelf, all this activity would start. All these different things. Dude, we had a shelf come off a wall that had been there since I moved in. Never, it just she was sitting there watching it, just went boom and hit the ground. We had some kids over playing one day. And one of the boys...
And they were digging out in the backyard to bring in poker chips.
So he was in the bedroom and he come running out of there screaming. And she goes, Hunter, what's wrong? She goes, why are you screaming? Is one of the kids hurt you? And she goes, no, the man's yelling at me. And she goes, the man's yelling? What are you talking about, the man? There's no man in here. She goes, the man in the hallway. She goes, what do you mean? He said he came out of the bathroom and started yelling at me. And she walks, she goes, Hunter, there's no man in here. Well, what do you mean? What did he look like? He was wearing a white T-shirt and blue jeans. And this kid's like 4 or 5 years old.
Right.
So she sees a man come running out of there, screaming at him, telling him to leave. And then he freaks out and comes in there. We had someone babysit the kids one time. We had never mentioned these stories to them. And we came home and we said, hey, thanks for watching the kids. And they stopped and they said, what's going on with your house? And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, well, I was in your bathroom taking a piss. And someone just started saying my name over and over again. And we're like
in a sexy way?
No, it probably wasn't sexy. I'm sure it was creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah, creepy. So anyway, she said that scared the shit out of her. And the last straw of it is Annie was there one night. I think I was out with I might have been out with Bob in the morning. I was doing something with Bob or Jason or something.
Of course you were.
And she ended up at my dad's house because my daughter was already over at the dad's house. The other one was with her dad. And Annie's sitting there watching TV, and all of a sudden, anything that had batteries in the kid's bedroom started playing simultaneously.
That's cool.
Freaked her the fuck out. She got
and her vibrator.
No, no, I'm just joking. She don't have one of those. She got the real thing. She don't need that. So, so that all happened.
Okay.
So anyways, that all happened in this house. And so now, like I said, I've got past stuff, things that happened to me, and I'm not going to go into that because that'll be another damn long hour. But anyways, it was just interesting because I thought about that today. I thought, man, has anybody else experienced anything like that? That's been that life changing to you? Because to me, you hear all kinds of things. But to me, to be that in depth, that much detailed, someone to give me that much information, my dad will write it off every time. Oh, son, that's just your mind playing tricks with you. No, you don't play tricks with my mind with a shadow in the corner, and then you've got some lady telling me the guy died in the bathroom, and here's a picture of him, by the way. And, oh yeah, he used to play poker all the time, and oh yeah, he wore blue jeans and a white T-shirt or whatever. It's just crazy. So, anyways, I was just curious. You guys have been through that. I thought that was interesting.
So, like that stuff, super scary. Freaks me the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't deal with any of that. I don't want to. Big no.
So you don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
I weirdly welcome it sometimes. So,
but if my neighbor came up to me and was like, "Hey, you've been living here 30 plus years. Has anyone ever died in this house?" My first response is, "Why? What have you seen?" And then whatever evidence you bring to me, I'm going to be like, "Yes, he played poker. That's crazy."
Okay, but here's the deal, though.
And if you bring me a picture, that's him.
Yeah,
No. I had not.
I'm going to start listing random stuff like, yeah, he ate food in the fridge.
No. Right. Here's the deal, though.
He peed in
I
the
didn't
toilet?
tell her what was going on yet. I just asked her. And then she said, "Why? What's going on?" And I was kind of laughed at her. I said, "Well, I'm just curious." And then she told me, yes, somebody died. And I didn't mention anything about the bathroom. And also the neighbor next door, which ended up being a close friend of ours, she actually confirmed all this also, that yes, that was him in the picture. So I don't, Lynn was like 70-something years old. I don't really see her messing with me like that. And plus, I didn't give her any details to
Yes,
mess
she
with
would
me like
have.
that. If I didn't give her any details, how would she know all
Because
this?
old people are like that. They will mess with you just because they
The
can.
neighbor next door did confirm that he had died there, so it was two people. Okay, she went across the street and told her, and then
she's calling your neighbors like,
"Hey, there's a
Brian's
dumbass
coming
over
by."
here.
Yeah.
God, Taylor,
So
why you got to ruin my stories?
Well, because whenever I'm old, I'm doing that.
Yeah, you probably are.
No one's gonna stop
I
me.
know you would do that in a heartbeat.
I would love it so much.
I probably would too.
But
like I said, I didn't give her any details yet. I just wanted to know if someone did. She said yes, and then I asked her where, and she named the bathroom. She didn't say like, "Oh, he died in the kitchen, stabbed himself or something or whatever." No, he had died of a drug overdose, and he passed out in the bathroom. And then they got him, revived him in the front yard, and he died again. So, anyways, yes, Bob, it happened.
Okay. Well, apparently he was good at dying.
Yeah, he died twice.
dang,
That was rude, wasn't it?
what part?
Oh man.
Too
Well, hey, I
scary.
want to what? Go ahead.
Too scary.
Yeah. Hey, I want to thank everybody out there who was out there on D Live and Facebook, Twitch, and YouTuber. We appreciate you checking us out tonight.
Why are we leaving?
No, not here. No, we got a few more minutes. I just want to encourage someone to call in, give us a shout, say hi, say what's up. You got any stories? I'll be glad to hear them.
Nobody uses a phone for a phone anymore. In fact,
I know everybody text messages,
They're
and I hate
They're
it.
gonna have to rename it at some point in time because it's just not going to
It's
be.
not a phone.
I mean, in fact, I
Communication device.
I expect at some point in time you not to be able to make or take a call with it, but you can do everything else. It's going to be like an iPod.
Yeah.
But
you know what? You're not far from the truth on that.
yeah, and you'll be able to do everything except make voice. Well, actually, you'll still be able to do that over an app. You'll be able to do FaceTime. You'll be able to do Yahoo Facebook Messenger or whatever else you want to do. But you're just not going to be able to use a carrier based 64K packet transmission going from your portable device through the plain old telephone system to
Yeah, that's eventually going to go away.
Yeah.
Well, that's like cable set top boxes. That's going away.
They still have those?
Yeah, they still have them. You can still get them. Yeah, but that's going away.
Okay,
That'll
I
be
didn't even
gone
realize
for
that was still a thing. I knew for satellite you had to have some type of box, but
Yeah.
even DirecTV, they've got the Genie system where it's all wireless now. So you just set a module and connect it, with an HDMI cable to your TV,
Yeah.
and you're good to go there. I kind of figured cable was the same way. I'm not too hip
Yeah,
on
what
the youngsters are doing these days.
How
The
much
youngsters.
TV do you guys watch?
I watch maybe in a week. Let's say a week.
Sure.
Maybe 6 hours
6 hours
in a week.
Okay.
And I watch the fuck out of some YouTube.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
or Twitch, YouTube.
You know,
No,
I try
no,
to get into
okay.
Twitch. I ain't really found my whole lot on
Now,
there
whenever
yet.
whenever you say TV, are you referring to live broadcast TV? Or are you talking about Netflix videos? Are you talking about
Like sitting down watching a live broadcast, like the news or.
I can't tell you
something
the
where
actual last time I did that.
Oh, yeah, I don't do any of that.
About 3 weeks ago, I signed up for a month long subscription to Peacock just so I could watch some live Olympic stuff. And that was the
I
only.
thought that was free, Peacock.
No, you got it's $5 a month. But
I
saw
watch all kinds of shit on there.
Well, they've
the
got
live.
They've got
the
some
live.
free content, but the actual Olympic stuff that I wanted to watch was a $5 a month subscription. So I signed up for a month and immediately canceled the subscription so it wouldn't renew.
He just wanted the swimming ones because he likes to watch the girls' asses hang out.
No, it's
of
not the
their bathing
swimming.
suit.
I was into the synchronized diving
Yeah, because their asses hang out.
because those guys are so hot.
Oh, the guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know why synchronized diving is a thing, but if it is, why do those guys have to be so ripped? I mean, you think that me and Taylor would be able to climb up there and you'd do a double somersault together in unison and hit the water, and we'd be like Olympic gold.
I'll tell you this much: that'd be way more entertaining.
Okay, well,
I sink.
well,
I don't float.
the other day I saw a thing. It was like, okay, the Olympics would be a lot more entertaining if a random average person got picked to compete with.
I would love that so much.
Yeah. Well, do you remember for the Winter Olympics several years ago, there was a guy from Britain called Eddie the Eagle.
Okay.
And he was that guy.
Really? But he was in
Is there
the
any more of
Olympics.
this in there?
That's
Did you make another one?
I made you a Diet Coke. Yeah, go get it.
Yeah. You want anything,
So
Taylor?
Yeah, anything. Go ahead. Except diet.
that's probably all I've got.
You got those little drinks in there still?
Yeah.
So this eagle guy.
Yeah, Eddie the Eagle was a ski jumper.
Okay.
And
Not overly ripped.
but he like in 1988
Uh-huh.
he became the first competitor since 1928 to represent Great Britain in the Olympic ski jump. And he finished dead last. But he held the British ski jumping record.
Eddie the Eagle?
Eddie the Eagle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Dead last, but had
Dead
the
last,
record.
but had the British record.
Wow, because no one else joined, right?
No, nobody else could compete. So this guy is about 57 years old now, and I mean it's a great story. I mean, to me, I wish they'd have made a movie about this to go along with the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. It had John Candy in it, right?
Yeah, it did.
Ooh, I knew someone's name. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I mean John Candy, one of the lesser known actors of the 80s, 90s, and your entire life. But glad you came up with that one.
Hey,
Oh, speaking of, August the 29th.
Brad Pitt. No, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
August the 29th, and I don't remember what day of the week it is because I hope it's not on a Friday. I can pull up.
While he's looking at that, you sure you don't want to go see wrestling tomorrow, midget wrestling?
Sounds like I'd get hooked. I'd have to come back every single time.
They go, hello, there's our Taylor. And they all jumping on you. Why do they make them sound all
Why?
Spanish? I don't know. Mexican midgets. I'm sorry, little people. Let me put that right.
Okay, so it's like Sunday, the August 29th, the 40th anniversary of Stripes.
Ah, it's a good movie.
It's going to be on the big
Stripes?
screen.
Where at?
Well, I know it's playing more at the Warren.
You ever seen Stripes with Bill Murray? You need to see that. It's a classic. Good
Bill
movie.
Murray's great.
Yes, he's.
This
in
was
it.
one of. I think this was kind of like his breakout movie.
Yeah, I think I remember them saying that was his breakout movie. That was after Caddyshack, though, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so. I think Stripes was before Caddyshack.
I think
But
I think
remember,
Caddyshack was first.
Caddyshack was an ensemble cast. You had Bill Murray, you had Chevy Chase, you had Rodney Dangerfield.
A lot of good names are in that one.
The old guy with the hat. I can't remember his name, but then but Stripes was Bill Murray.
Yeah, that was a damn good movie.
Stripes was the first movie that I ever saw a boob on screen.
That's a good movie.
That's a good movie.
That's a good movie. I mean, if nothing else,
Dang, what was my boob movie? For some reason, I want to say Porky's.
Really?
I think Porky's my first boob movie.
Okay.
Boob movie.
Boob movie. Yeah, Porkies.
Because you're sitting there just watching it, and then all of a sudden there's a boob, and you're like, "Oh my god, that really happened."
I just saw a booby.
Yeah.
What was your boob movie, Taylor?
Kung Pao.
What?
Kung Pao. What is that?
Enter the Fist. You ever seen it? It's a spoof on old
I think I remember that movie.
Chinese kung fu movies.
Yeah,
and
Kung
it's just
Pao.
a white dude that
Yeah.
is the chosen one. And
Yeah.
does all this stupid stuff. I think there's boobs in there.
Wait a minute. No.
No, the one boob chick.
She have
She
3
has
boobs?
one giant.
I'm thinking
gigaboob.
of the one.
Wait a
giant
minute.
gigaboob.
I
That's
don't
her
think-
name.
but
The
I don't-
one boob chick.
And you actually, she like shows it to you.
I got to rewatch the movie.
But no. See, you somewhere
It's been years.
somewhere
I
in
was a
your
kid.
mind, you've got somewhere burned into the synapses of your brain the first time you ever actually saw a boob on screen.
Mine's got to be
Okay,
Porky's.
no, because I'm a butt man.
Oh,
So
See,
that's burned
not-
into my mind is a butt.
okay.
that I saw.
Whose was it?
I don't know. It was an R-rated movie that I army crawled through the living room to see because there was like screaming and like blood and guts, and I wasn't allowed to see. But I army crawled and got to peek around the couch, and I saw butt, and I was like, "Oh,
Hey.
Okay,
what is
so do you
that?
think you're a butt man because that's the first thing you saw, or because
that's the awakening of the butt man."
okay?
I never was a butt man until I met my wife. Then I turned into a butt man. Yeah.
Well,
And actually, I take that back. I think my first boob, and I think it was a good person to see the first boob.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Ridgemont High. Yes, old girl getting out of the pool.
Okay.
Yes, that was. You ever seen that movie?
I know that scene.
Yes.
it's
Because that's a
famous
lot
scene.
of people's first boob movie.
Right.
Yeah, and that was perfect. What was her name?
She was
Well,
underage.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Well, no. Jennifer Jason Leigh didn't get out of the pool. It was
She
the other
lied
chick.
to get that part.
No. She wasn't underage because if she was underage, they'd had to pull the movie.
Yeah, they would have to pull that movie. No, it's
Didn't
what's her
she
name with
lie
the
about
black
her
hair,
age?
but it wasn't Jennifer Jason Leigh. No, I don't think she might have lied out about her age to be in the movie, but I don't think she got naked. It was just
like
what's
by
her
the
name?
time the movie came out, she was of age.
But that doesn't
She
matter
just
if they
lied
had
about
if
her
they had
birthday.
if they had
Phoebe
filmed,
Cates, that was her name.
Phoebe Cates, yeah, Jennifer.
Well, she
Jason,
don't look the same.
but if they would have filmed her in any state of undress before she was 18, they would have had to pull the movie. Yeah.
That's like what's that porn star's name?
Reese Witherspoon.
No, Reese without her spoon.
You know what's her name? She was doing those porns at 14.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Tracy Lords.
Tracy Lords. They had to
Yeah,
pull
she
all
had a
of the
shitload of
movies.
films, and they had to pull every one of them because they
Yeah.
found out later
And-
she had lied
And
about
I
her
believe
age.
that there's a black market for her early work that is worth a fortune.
Isn't that sad?
What the? Okay.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Ugh.
Yeah. I can't imagine anybody that young working
Did she
in the
just
industry.
look older, or what?
Apparently
Okay.
she did.
Here's my take. I don't think that they look too hard.
Probably not.
If she had an ID that said she was old enough,
They were like, old enough.
I don't think that they, I think they probably turned a blind eye but there had to be somebody in the legal team that was like, hell,
Yeah.
but
They got them, which I'm glad they got rid of all of it, but it was just weird that
there are some,
she got past all that.
That happens a lot with like the Cuban baseball industry. Players are lying about their age to play in different age brackets.
Do they get
And-
naked too?
No, but they get picked up by Major League Scouts are scouting them. Well, you got this 14-year-old that's a phenom that turns out he's really 17. He's just
He just looks young for his age.
So you kind of got that
I
going.
looked like early to mid 20s whenever I was 17.
Oh, really? You're a hairy
beard and
man.
a mustache, yeah.
Yeah,
And I was 6'4".
Yeah, you can grow up. You're 6'4".
I'm 6'4".
Damn, and about her taller than you.
I'm 6'4".
Wow.
Yeah.
Once you're over 6 feet, no one cares.
Yeah, after that,
Right.
it doesn't matter anymore, does it? Yeah. Now you are a hairy man because now you know what's cool. What take your hair and pull it around so Bob can see it.
We're good.
Yeah, see how? No, I just want him to show you how long his hair is. He grows that out every time, and then he cuts it and he donates it.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
which is really cool. I thought
Once
that
I
was
start
awesome.
sitting on it.
Once you start sitting on, that's when you're cutting. I didn't know that.
Once
part.
it starts getting in the way, I cut
So
it.
whenever you do cut it, how short do you go?
Okay. He cuts it all the way up to where it's at. I think just right at the
I think
neckline,
like-
isn't it?
I think it's called a clipper cut. gentleman's cut.
Okay. About a number 3 or number 4?
Yeah, something like that.
And roll right through. Okay. So
Have you done
that's
that
like
how many times now?
that's like going from daylight to dark.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my third.
Okay,
Let's pick a third. So are you getting close?
I think I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
all
I
right.
could probably do it.
Okay, so whenever you do that, do they give you any kind of guidelines that, hey, we need hair that's this long or
Not
this
dyed.
short, or
Depending on what you go with, because Pantene has their own version of Locks of Love, and Locks of Love is like the most well-known one I could find, where you donate your hair
Okay.
to cancer treatment patients or whatever they do. That needs to be a certain length minimum.
right?
I don't know about a maximum length.
Well, I just was wondering if they had an optimal where, you say you grow it out till you pretty much sit on it. Are you growing it out too long, or is there a...
So they make different wigs based on how much hair you donate, and it's something like 8 to 10 donations make one wig.
And they've got to find all the colors that blend together to make...
basically. So if this doesn't work, they'll cut it to a shorter one to fill up a wig and then send it on.
That's cool.
Okay.
So does it kind of like, you think it's kind of cool, or is it kind of wig you out knowing that you might pass someone someday wearing your hair?
I could not care less.
Okay, but wait a minute. Hold on. What if somebody commits a crime
And they have my hair?
and your DNA ends up at the crime scene because your hair falls out?
Damn.
Oh, I didn't think of that. That's kind of
It would
interesting.
be a woman with a wig or a 6'4" hairy Mexican man.
Okay, but
And then they'd be like,
if
which one did you see?
Well, do you think maybe they do some kind of dyeing or altering?
but
to
let's say
kill
there
the
are no
DNA?
eyewitnesses. Let's say, all they've got to go with is, a cigarette butt that they can't pull any DNA off of and a couple of strands of hair.
That's true. Yeah.
And what'd be weird
I
is you
could
just
be
had to be
setting
walking
myself
down
up
the
to
street
fail.
that night, and it happens, and then you were there.
I happened to be breaking into a house.
Yeah, you just happened to be when the person got killed.
Or
Wow.
that could be your alibi.
I never thought of that.
I mean, if you committed a crime and they come question you about it, you say, it wasn't me, and I donate my hair all the time. So if you found hair at the scene, that's probably, you need to check with your Locks of Love people to find out who they made wigs for.
Well, that's something that they've had trouble with in the earlier days of police forensics. Like, your finger is supposed to be what we've all heard, 1 in a billion,
Yeah, unique.
something
Yeah.
like that. Well, someone was actually, taken into custody because it matched, but he was half a country away.
Right.
So there's no way that he could have done it. But just because the jury believes that,
Yep.
he still gets taken in and charged. And
Interesting.
At that point in time,
Sucks.
he's the one that's got to prove that he wasn't
Yeah.
there. And it turns into,
alibi.
you're guilty until you prove yourself innocent.
yeah.
So that'd be kind of weird, though, because, I guess, everybody, as we're going through life, will lose a hair or two here or there, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So that's just a random occurrence. But,
One of my biggest fears, because I'm a mechanic with long hair and I worked at a dealership for a long time, of which I probably changed a few oil changes in like a rich man's Corvette or, Stingray or something like that.
right.
Where a hair, possibly long black hair, could have been left where I worked. And then like this man's wife drives his car, who's, a strawberry blonde with short hair, and then sees this long black hair, immediately thinks he's cheating. And then I ruined a marriage because a hair came out,
Oh.
Well, actually, that would
dang,
probably
I never
be, on her for not
Trusting.
trusting her husband whenever it's just a random hair.
Dude, any woman finds a long hair in their man's car and it ain't theirs, your ass is in trouble. I don't care how much you trust your man. It doesn't matter.
Look, it smells like musk.
Stuff's still crazy. Hey, I just looked over there. I don't ever remember Nicolas Cage being in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
What character was he?
Brad's bud. It says it right there.
Brad's Bud. I don't ever remember seeing him in that movie. Of course, it's been a long time. So, have you ever seen that movie? Oh, we still got to work on it.
I've seen a lot of Nicolas Cage movies. but I
God,
don't
hey,
think
boy,
I've
has
seen
he
that
made
one.
enough or what?
Well, I saw one a couple of weeks ago that was actually good.
Oh, the pig one?
Yeah.
I think I told you about that, didn't I?
The one where he's in like a
He's a truffle pig farmer.
what?
Yeah, out in the middle of nowhere, him and his truffle pig.
I have not seen this.
Yeah, it's a good movie. He does a good job.
Wow. Huh.
So,
Oh, excuse me, Russell, but I believe I requested the hand job.
Sorry.
Really?
Some of these I don't think I've heard some of these yet, and that's why I was
Play
trying
one you haven't played yet.
Shut up, you big sack of dog vomit.
What is that from?
I think that's The Simpsons. That's Bob's
Also
toilet.
from The Simpsons.
that's my toilet.
Oh, I have no idea. It's just in there. No, I didn't know he was in there, so that's interesting. And yeah,
In fact, I think that was the first movie he ever played in.
boy, I don't know. Hey, did you ever find out which one came out first? Because I was really curious about that. The Groundhog's Day, not Groundhog's Day, but the golf movie or Stripes, Meatballs. Was it called Meatballs? No, wait,
That was a
Meatballs
Bill Murray
different
movie.
Yeah, no, the one that he did where he was a Caddyshack. When did Caddyshack come out?
Well,
And-
I'll look it up.
yeah, man, you're failing over there. Boy, you talk about not getting some shit done around here. Good Lord. Okay, Caddyshack came out when? 1980.
Stripes was 1981.
So it did come out before Stripes.
Right.
But they
but
were
like I
really
said,
close
but
together.
Caddyshack
Wow.
was his ensemble cast with Ted Knight, Chevy Chase, Rodney Dangerfield. And then, 81, it was the breakout.
Ah, interesting. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, got my question answered.
I just think it's cool that he's still working.
I heard an interview with him the other day with Howard Stern, and I don't know how often did you don't really listen to Howard Stern at all, do you?
Not but clips.
I got like 3 months the other day free from the satellite. What's her name again? Sirius XM.
Yep.
And I've been I started listening to him again, and man, that dude is a phenomenal interviewer. He's just good. I mean, I've never seen anybody that can look at a woman and say the dirtiest things that he says to her, and everybody laughs and he gets by with it. It just amazes me.
You know why, don't you?
He's worth millions, and he's Howard
No.
Stern. Why?
He says it like any other, like he's asking you what time it is.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, he doesn't have the thing about him.
He doesn't look like he's doing something shocking whenever he says something like that. He's just asking a question.
I looked up and I was looking at some of his stuff, and a thing popped up where someone had put on YouTube the entire broadcast the day of 9/11 of Howard Stern. And it was interesting because right before the buildings got hit, they were giving Howard Stern hell because he was caught making out with Pamela Anderson.
Wait, who was caught?
Howard Stern.
Stern.
He had one girl sitting on his lap, and Pamela Anderson started flirting with him and kissing him and making out with him.
Okay.
And they were asking him, why didn't you take her home? He goes, she just wasn't into me. And Robin's like, you're an idiot. She goes, who kissed who? Well, she kissed me. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
She said she was ready to go home. He goes, nope, she was not. He said, matter of fact, I asked, hey, do y'all want to take this party somewhere else? Kind of as the hint. She wanted to go party at some more clubs. And so I went home. He said, I wasn't chasing it. And someone goes, you're not going to chase Pamela Anderson? He goes, no, I'm not. But it was interesting. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, something just happened. And they start talking about the 9/11. And as they're talking about it and the bombs are getting hit, I mean, as the planes are, have already hit and things are going on, and somebody mouths off, said, let's get back to Howard Stern. Oh, wait, no, he said that plane was driven in by Pamela Anderson because she didn't sleep with Howard. She couldn't sleep with Howard. And they all stop and they go, whoa, wait a minute. Howard goes, no, dude, this ain't the time to laugh. And at this point, they still didn't know what was going on. But yeah, they shut that shit down quick.
They know something bad went down.
Yeah, they knew something bad went down, and they bounced all around the whole subject, making fun of everything else around it, but they didn't get quite in on that. And it was interesting. I think I listened to like 30 or 45 minutes of it. It was kind of cool.
Well, that's like some people's coping mechanism.
Yeah, some people throw
instantly
jokes. Yeah, instantly. Well, that's like
turn a bad into
you're
a
looking
fun.
at him right here, Bob. Honestly, I've never seen hardly any emotions out of him unless he's pissed. Otherwise, he'll just kind of be cool about it or whatever. But if something is off, Bob's instant comedy. And that's how Bob works. Actually, I think a lot of us work in a way.
How's that?
Having a darker humor about things. Like, Like when your mom passed away, I think you were telling, not during it, but I mean like afterwards and stuff. Instead of being real emotional, you had more jokes going on. You were kind of joking about things, because that's how you cope.
Well, it's not just how I cope. It's the fact that I had been dealing with that battle for many weeks.
Many weeks, yes.
And once that had reached its natural conclusion, I think I probably had a lot more energy and more I needed an outlet for some type of creativity, and it's easier to crack a joke here and there. And Mom lost a leg several years before she passed away.
That's where our logo comes from, by the way.
And I saw a picture the other day. It was this gal. She's standing on a street corner holding up one of those cardboard signs, and she's on crutches, and she's only got one leg. And she said, the sign says something to the effect of, "Help, please! I'm down to my last. I'm on my last leg." And
I would stop and give her money just for doing that.
And one guy was like, "Yeah, I'd drive around the block to give this one money." And I was like, "I've got 3 legs hanging out in my garage. I could just go toss her one of those."
It's true. Yeah, because you told her you're going to make a lamp out of one of them.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's technically feasible or not. I'm still going to try.
Oh yeah, definitely try. Yeah. But anyways, well, guys, I think we're coming to an end here. We have been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes,
and we still got 2 people left.
And now we still got 4 people running on here. Still 4 big ones. Hey, tell you what, we're fixing to shut down the show right now. Why don't you call in? Because I'm all about these goddamn callers. I love when they call in.
He's not going to stop until someone
I want one
in.
phone call. Give me one phone call. 405-694-6268. You can call, tell me to piss off and hang up. I don't really care. I just like when the phone rings. It makes me feel good.
We're going to interview you.
No, you just like the phone rings and somebody's going to sell you a car warranty plan.
I've been hoping one of those people will call during the show, and they haven't done that yet.
They call on a regular basis.
They don't call during the show.
Yeah, I will think that my phone's ringing and it's not my phone; it's the studio line.
Yeah.
And so we need to change that ringer or something.
Yeah, we will. We'll figure out something. All right. Anyways, folks, we are coming to the end of the show. Hey, Taylor. I truly appreciate you coming in today.
Anytime.
It was great. I love when you get to come in and fill our void. Your manliness.
Can I have my pants back now?
No. Instead of filling the void, he wants you to void his fill.
Oh, again? Okay.
Bob, it's been fun.
It has been.
Yeah, I had a great time. Hey, thanks again for dinner tonight. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it
I'm always up for, birria tacos for myself and whatever vegetarian crap you want.
Yeah, I don't eat meat much anymore. I've stopped eating meat again. Hey, I'm down about 7-8 pounds, and I actually feel pretty good when I do that.
His lawn trimmings look exquisite on his
Oh,
face.
dude, dude, every time I go buy a really nicely mowed yard, man, my mouth waters.
You save so much money.
Right. I do. I just go in there, just pick a few things, and eat a little bit, and go on my business.
You could save so much on your grocery bill if you just grow your own cilantro.
I do grow my own. Sort of. It died. I looked at it the other day. Apparently, we forgot to water it. I got some tomatoes.
I saw
on.
that by the window.
Yeah, it was dead.
The dead plant.
Yeah, deader. And boy's like, I've been watering it.
I was like, someone's hopes and dreams died right
here. Yeah, no shit. And also, once again, I want to send a shout out to Jason. Brother, we hope everything's going good for the family. I know you got your lovely lady there with you to... Well, I know I think she's at work right now, but I know you're staying in touch with her, and we've got prayers out for you, and we hope the best for you. And thanks again for letting Taylor come in and fill for you. He actually was excited when he found out that you were going to come in and take his spot for tonight.
Oh,
yeah. He said,
I hope you're feeling, or I hope everything turns out great.
Yeah, he said that. He said Taylor would be a perfect person to sit in my chair. So awesome.
Cool.
All right. Well, I guess we're out here. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you next week. Peace out, Taylor. See you later. Bob, see you later.
Take care, guys. Have a good weekend.
Thanks for stopping by for a drink. I hope you enjoyed hanging out. Next time, invite some friends. Like and subscribe so you won't miss out the next time we are at the bar.
What's up? That felt pretty good, right?
That was great.